man, they used to make us do it over.
I was telling we were talking about it last night, Josh. I was telling him how when we used to march out there on the 6 yard, bro.
Yeah, I was listening to it. I said, man, he hit it right on because the unity, how you it's we go as one.
Your sound went out.
Let me see.
There it goes. It's on
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So
Yeah.
all of us going as one. Just like the Machina is just like striving towards one goal, one heartbeat, one count.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was telling him last night though, it's like I've asked a lot of homies that over the years, like, do you know I mean, the purpose of the machina, of course, is to keep your stamina, your physical conditioning, and stay in shape. That's the obvious. But do you know the other purpose for the machina? And a lot of homies didn't even know what the real purpose was. I mean, it's like it's a little bit of it's for unity. Yeah, but it's because like back in the days, man. And I know you remember when the 6 yard was the 6 yard, and we used to be thick out there, and there was a lot of Africanos out there, and a lot of times, there was probably some Africanos you never even spoke to, or they never even spoke to some of the homies. In passing, maybe, but that's it. But this was one time during the yard that everybody came together for one activity and showed that unity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Not only that, you're aware of makes you aware of whoever's counting. It makes you disciplined. To pay attention. Pay attention, no matter all the chaos around you. Pay attention to that count,
oh
because
yeah,
that count's important to everybody else.
most definitely. YouTube's messing up, man. They're not giving these guys notifications, man. They should be jumping on in a minute though.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I was on Gunner's channel earlier. Just yeah, Flacco has something going on tonight. I just like I put a laughing face, and then somebody said Jerry likes your channel. I was just like,
oh yeah.
yeah, whatever. I just creeping it out. Gunner put it out there that day.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hey, but yeah, man. Yeah, we can definitely, try to do this on a daily basis. I mean, on a daily, have a little podcast or whatever. Because I know people
Hell
have a lot
yeah.
of questions. A
Yeah,
lot of
bro.
yeah,
I don't see it doing nothing but getting better, man. You know what I mean? For real, we could touch on a lot of issues, man.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I have respect for these other channels. It's just like they have some good quality things in their
Hmm.
speeches and stuff. But a lot of it, just like a different perspective on different people. Just like they
Right.
put a different spin on it. So
Yeah,
so
I know.
yeah,
I know.
I peep a lot of these channels out. And I've been peeping them out for a year. I just decided to come on you.
That's
Come,
right.
yeah.
What's up, Nepal? Baxianos? Baxianos. Barrio History Function.
Man, I can't see that.
Naru. You can't see the comments.
Hold on.
M the Great. Boss Player Morgan Hill.
Oh, there you go.
Audio History.
No, you can't see me if I do this. So.
I can see you. Yeah, you're just when you do that, you just switch over to the comments.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can only see the comments or the video at one time, right?
Yeah, I can see the comments right now, but I can't see the. I'm just seeing
Right.
if you could see me.
Yeah, no, you stay up there. So
Oh, okay.
when you want to just check out the comments, it's good, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Well?
Yeah, I really don't want to sit here and check out the comments.
BMF Ranger, Mex Life, Big Droops, ESSJ, Jaguar Paul.
A lot of that stuff back in the day, right? It's just like I remember, man. Everybody got along. It's just like in the '80s. It just seemed like it was fun, and everybody got along with each other. Even if you weren't hooked up or anything, if you were a sympathizer, man, we all got along. Spread it on the yard, everything. It was just unity, bro. And then I don't know where the chaos came from. It's just like everything. We started fighting against everybody. It's just like, man.
Yeah, I know. How
But it
you
was a
doing,
beautiful thing.
Maxine? Yeah, I know. Barella, Mashika. Yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, homie. It's this generation, man. A lot of these youngsters, man, the unity shot out, bro. You know, everybody talks about it, but yet, man, there's a lot of infighting. There's a lot of backbiting, gossip, all the stuff that you try to educate them about, man. All that stuff's going on. You know what I mean? And instead of like when some of these homies get in trouble,
Yeah.
instead of somebody trying to pull them out the water and save them from drowning, these guys get some type of rise out of it, and they want to see somebody. Like, it's almost like, man, it's like a bunch of piranhas, bro.
Yeah.
You know, they see somebody in trouble, and as long as it ain't them, you know what I mean. Everybody just jumps on it, bro. It's like a feeding frenzy, man.
Yeah.
Chase
Yeah.
like 215.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like I was talking to the homeboy the other day, and he was like, "Man, Jerry," goes, "Remember, everybody just got along." He goes, "Because he was never hooked up, but he was a good sympathizer." I was rapping him the other day, and it's just like he was like, "Damn, Jerry," he goes, "All the crazy ass shit we did," and he used
Yeah.
to kick it with me and Smokeel, right? And he wasn't hooked up, you know. He was never, but he was a homeboy. He was a homeboy, and it's, man, it's just like we had good homeboys back then. And they're still my homeboys today. You know, I grew up with that dude. I've known him, shoot,
Hell
30
yeah.
plus years, him and his brother. I've known him 30 plus years, and I consider him family. You know,
Yeah.
and I remember one day we got a connection in Solomon. Right? I was a getaway driver. I was driving with a stick in the shoe. I
Yeah.
was driving with a stick in the shoe. It was crazy.
I was sticking the shoe.
Yeah, stick in the shoe. That's how I used to drive. I never got hand controls. The cops used to pull me over, man. They used to give me all hard ass time. They thought I could walk.
Man, hey, we'll Space Jams. We'll get into it, man. I'll make sure.
Hey, when everybody's on, I want to clarify a couple things.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
What's up, Big Figures? Shadow Pit S1, Fast Ass Dave. What's going on, Lupe? Yeah, they're still trickling in right now, man.
Yeah, I see.
Rise Above, what's up, man? Rise Above said he hasn't heard that word sympathizer in a long time. But hey, you remember though, also, man, I remember like when the NR, even when I was a young hermano, we would always encourage the homies to use their voice. What's up, OC714? We'd always encourage them to use their voice. Hey, if you guys got an idea, don't be intimidated, man, or think that you're not educated enough, or your ideas they're not good enough, or they don't feel like it's anything stupid, man. You know what I mean? Use your voice. We would encourage you to use their voice. Now it seems like, man, these guys are so heavy-handed that they're scared to speak up. They're scared to say anything. You know, the NR, if you don't fit a certain image, if you're not all sleeved down and you don't got that look, homies don't like you, and it's just all kind of crazy stuff going on. I seen it all, bro. They said, Tonton, what's up, boy?
Hey, bro, I was watching a comment right now. Space Jones, he said, Box, been here from the jump, homie.
Yeah.
But hey, how could I get at the big homie on his artwork tip?
Yeah.
He must know me.
Yeah, man. That's who I was talking to right now when I said, hey, we'll get with you, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because it's just like a lot of people know me for my artwork.
Hey, man.
That dude, Morgan Hill, Jerry's artwork is off the hook.
Breaking Feathers, good looking out, my boy. Sean Whelan. Hey, homie, I'll be honest with you, bro. I've seen a lot of homies with some straight talent, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to artwork,
yeah,
your stuff, bro, is on another level. I mean, I draw myself.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to put my stuff out there no more. That shit, your shit looks like glass, bro. It looks like a fucking picture on.
Yeah, I used to when I was in there, I used to draw a portrait like in 2 days, and it's just like people were amazed because they looked dead on them. And then I was
Damn.
just like, "Come on, man! I could draw anything."
Yeah. Good looking
People
out, big
used
figures.
good looking at. Yeah, people used to tell me, "Hey Jerry, can you make my wife look a little not as heavy as she is?" I said, "Man, I ain't Jenny Craig. I ain't Jenny
Yeah.
Craig. You know, it won't look like her if I drop some weight or drop some, rolls off her. It won't look like her,
Yeah.
or it won't look like the dude. You know, some guys want to have muscles. Yeah, you got to do some dips or something."
Yeah, man. What's up,
There's
Sean Wheelan? MacArthur Productions, Herb Dizzle 916, Lodi 209, Shadow Pit, BMF Ranger, Mr. 209, Jesse Sanchez, Wolf Commander, Lupe, again, Big Times. Anybody I
yeah.
missed?
I'm coming out with some artwork and to give to you, and so you could put up.
Yeah,
But
man.
give it about a couple of weeks, and you guys can see my artwork, and we'll talk from there.
I mentioned it to him.
Yeah,
And told him that you were gonna come out with some cultura, bro, and
yeah,
we're gonna post it.
yeah, yeah. Everybody loves artwork.
Sean said, nice one, boxer. Delighted Jerry is back on. What a sound man. Total respect and thanks for the positive message. Better
Gracias.
choices. Yeah, I hope you heard that comment, Sean Wheelan, that I made in the last Inner Demons on. You made a comment that I responded to, man. Who's that? Good looking out, Function. Appreciate you. What's up, Toko? You might I think he's a little younger than you, man. You might know Toko.
Who?
Hermano was a hermano for a while, man. I know he's been around for a minute.
What's his name?
Um his real name, I'm not sure, bro.
Because
Shit. That
there
might
was
be his real name right there. BMF Ranger, man. Thank you, my brother.
a topo. I forgot.
Always
No,
coming through, man.
topo for the Fresno.
No, this one's Toko. Toko.
Oh,
King
topo.
Kong
No.
balls, man. Thank you, King Kong balls. The only set of balls I always look forward to, man. Seriously, man. He comes through, man.
Yeah.
He just slides through. Don't ever make no comment. He just comes through and does his thing and then he's gone, man.
Dang. Good dude, man. That's what
Yeah.
helps us get back to the community and get stuff going.
Yes, sir. Joaquin Stanislaus. That's right. Yeah, he does got a good story. Jay Salazar. Hey Jerry, have you ever heard of Little Blackneck from Fresno?
Yep. He was a bro. That's when I got busted on the high speed car chase.
Yeah.
That was my. I had seen him the day before because that was he was part of that regiment. Him and Conejo from Fresno.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Blackneck was down dude, man.
If it's the same one, if he's been to the Bay, I think I know Blackneck.
Yeah, they used to come to Saul, pick up KJ from me, and I used to kick him down a lot because we used to sell a lot of KJ back there over there, Fresno.
Jerry, did you know Blackie Enriquez de Modesto?
I can't remember. I know Blackie Enrique from Blackie from Madeira.
He got caught up in Black Widow. This Blackie.
No, the Blackie I know has norteño on his lip, on the upper lip. Him and
Yeah.
in fact, him and you know Casper Peter Ortega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know his little brother Gangster too.
yeah. They both put norteño on their lip before they got sent out. I think they went to Susanville or something.
I remember.
Yeah, but Casper used to live with me when he got out of YA. That's how I found out about North and South, red and blue. That's he ran it down to me. He had just got out of YA, and he was staying down my mom's pad because he didn't have no place to stay. So we let him stay with us, and man, me and that dude took all over because I had a '66 Impala convertible. Yeah, we were mobbing.
Did you know his brother?
Mm-mm.
I think it's his half brother, man. They don't look nothing like each other. Casper's
real
right.
web.
Yeah, and his little brother Gangster. I think his last name was Ortega too, though, man. Might have been the same dadder, right?
Yeah.
Anthony.
What's his name? He was what you would call it, paisa, because they deported him.
Oh
He got
yeah.
out last time.
Shit. Homeboy said he passed away. I think he's talking about Black Neck. He passed away several years ago crossing the freeway here in Fresno.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, man. That's a good dude, man. You know, he stood up. He stood up. No matter how many bulldogs there was, he wasn't turning away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fresno's known for bulldogs, and there's like about four brothers over there: Conejo, Flaco, Blackneck, somebody else. Yeah, I forgot who else it was.
Jesse Sanchez said Jerry is a stand-up dude, just like boxer. Got to respect the real, no matter what their standings are. You're good in my eyes, solid as they come. Respects. That's right, homie.
That's right.
Likewise. San Jose Life for Jerry. Did you know an Africano from ESSJ named Weddle?
No, I didn't know him.
Did you know Samoan Paul?
Who?
Samoan Paul?
No.
What about Terry Sakamoto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Pee Wee from Hayward? You know him?
Pee Wee from Hayward.
Yeah, black guy. He was a bro. He died driving a motorcycle. He got out, and he was drop out, but he was driving a motorcycle and he hit a car. Bam.
Boxer, either you know a white man, Bob. They called him SY or Silent Bob, Folsom Backerville. Not offhand. BMF Ranger, SY or Silent Bob. OG Jerry, saludos, brother. I send mine from CEO.
Right. Send mine's back.
Right up. Oh yeah, I know Freddie Galleta, aka Cyclone de Chole. Yeah, I know him. Did you know him?
No,
I don't think Freddie Galleta.
Yeah, I only knew a couple of people from Chole. Did you know Jojo from Stockton?
Jojo. From Stockton?
Yeah.
Not sure.
He used to kick a Mad Dog and everybody. Yeah,
did he get caught up in those cases?
No, he got he got out and then started doing all kinds of robberies, and then got busted. He said he was jamming down the freeway with a gun. He said, "Man, he really didn't know whether to have a shootout or what." They broke him off. Yeah, he was over there in Pleasant Valley when I got
there. Did Jerry hit dips with his chair on the bars?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got up on them bars and did mines. Once you put your mind to it, you know, you do it.
Yeah. Yo, had Rancorn. You guys ever kick it with Mad Dog or GQ and Stockton?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. GQ. I never really had it. I was with Mad Dog in Quinn, but I ran into GQ.
Yeah, Mad Dog's a solid dude.
What about Payaso from Chole?
No.
One that's all burnt up?
No.
Jasper, Rudy Uribe.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he got caught up over there in Folsom, bro, or in Corcoran. He was the RC over there for a while, man, back in the early 90s, and he pushed up on Mike Eo.
Yes.
It's kind of when all that that shit started with the NR, man. As they had Mike Eo feeling like he was unwelcome over there because he was NF. And they were all hermanos.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucked because I was talking to somebody earlier, and about rumors, putting rumors out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was rapping to somebody, and I was like, that's a dangerous game, man. Putting rumors out there, unless you have paperwork, don't do it. It's a dangerous. You get somebody hurt.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
man. I was having a couple of discussions about that within the last couple of days, man. There's I say this, man. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna flip in this indictment, but I'm not putting no names out there until I find out that it's black and white, because I've been a victim of that, bro, and I know how it is. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, man, let them dudes fight their cases, man, and
Yeah, that's a
come out, huh?
that's what I say. Let them dudes fight their cases because I don't
Yeah,
want nobody putting smut on me.
it's fucked up, bro. You're fighting a life case, you
Joe
know.
Calderon said Peely from Hayward. He guess he knows him.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
fighting a life case, though, man, and it's already you're in a bad situation. If it's true, it's true, but if it's not true, it's a major distraction. Then your family hears about it. It's just it's a messed up thing, bro. You know?
exactly. Because it's just like your family doesn't know.
Yeah,
It's just like and if we're talking about the same dude, I know his family, and that's
we're talking
not.
about the same one from San Jose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's not cool.
that stuff's gonna come out. There's gonna be people that are gonna. That's just a. I mean, history is gonna repeat itself in that situation, man. But till I
Yeah,
see something in the paper, until I see something in black and white, I'm gonna just stay away from it, man.
exactly.
JC was a solid dude back in the days. GQ, yes, he was. Everybody
Yeah,
used to
I
know
met GQ
Jerry Chavez.
twice, I think.
Yeah, I know Jerry Chavez really, really good, man. You talking about Bone Wessels from San Jose, his stepbrother or his half brother, Carlos Roman. I most definitely do. Palabra, much respects to Boxer and Jerry from Raza, Rato, Paz. Jerry,
Freddie
did you know
Mata.
Freddie Mata
Freddie
that
Mata.
used to work at Pathways helping cats when they had to go to a program in San Jose?
I think I did because I used to go to Pathways a lot, just picking up girls from over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Jerry Salazar? Jerry Salazar.
Jerry Salazar.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Jerry Salazar?
Oh man, homie,
Yeah.
hang
Every
out.
time I look in the mirror.
Josh, man, you missed about 15 precious minutes, man. What about dance? You know Dancing Bear.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey, Josh, I want to say thank you for that last night and that little follow up you did on me. It was cool.
I told you, Joshua, you'd appreciate that, man. No. Hey,
Yeah. Much. That
there's
was much appreciated.
181 in there, Jerry, if you want to make those clarifications, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I want to just make the clarification on I misspoke on Babo Sosa. It was Manos Sosa. And I misspoke because I meant to say Manos instead of Babo. Manos committed suicide when I was in Cork and Sad F. So it's just like and he took himself out. He wanted to go because he tied his bottom of his feet, tied his jacket up, tied his thing, and he already cut all his arteries. Went to the pill call line, came back to building one, and he was already done. He passed out in I think he was calling it tower.
Cut his artery.
Yeah, he cut all his arteries before he went to the pill call line, and he was already bleeding out through his pants. Yeah, he wanted to go. He definitely did it right.
Do you guys know Sunshine from San Sunshine?
Sunshine,
No, man. I
blue
hope.
skies.
Yeah.
I know the song.
I would remember that one.
Yeah.
Spiders,
There's a,
they're
there's a
bodying.
lot of dudes. There's a lot of homies that from all over. You know, the Central Valley, Stockton, Fresno. All these regiments, San Francisco, Santa Rosa. There's a lot of homies.
Sunshine kicked it with Peaches. You know,
Peaches.
Peaches had a brother named Plum. Oh man.
Down
I think
south.
you asked this before, but can you ask Jerry if he happened to know Ramon Pacheco, established down south, well respected down south, being from up north?
I knew Ramon. I did time with him in the creek. He was pretty cool. Yeah, somebody had mentioned about. Let me see, what was it? Um, Man, I forgot. There was somebody that mentioned on the other channel. Um, what was it? Because they went on another channel and they put in a comment that on Spunkio, right? As far as he was a carnal, that he was 99% sure he was a carnal before we got indicted, right? And that's not true. That 1% is just like if you have anything else, to uh, you know have what do you call that, evidence, besides,
Cooperating.
yeah, it would, besides what I say, go ahead and confront me on it. It's just like, because I really know my stuff. And I'm not here to make up stories or anything like that. It's just like I don't do that. If
That's right.
I bring out solid stuff to you guys. And that's it. I'm not here to. I could have said, well, I was a carnal from the get go. I wasn't. I was a bro. I held rank, but I was still a bro till got indicted. So if I wanted to pump up the story, I would have said I was carnal. But I already know I'm not here to misguide anybody. I'm here just to tell the truth. To these guys, just give them heads up. With respect.
That's
So
right.
if they have any questions, come at me. Just like, because I read in the comments on another channel, and I read what they said, and I said, just tell me. I'm easy to talk to. I'm not. I'm just tell me. Just like, and we'll talk about the situation.
That's what men do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh, Jerry, did you know Joe Ramirez from Sanjo? His son is Travieso from Modesto.
Oh yeah, I think I do. Yeah, Smiley Ramirez. Yeah, he was in Sad F.
Was Jerry with old timer Smiley Ramirez in Sat F, or otherwise know him? B
Yeah, he had a
number
B
guy.
B number guy. Yeah.
He passed away over there. If yeah, can he share anything about him? Smiley Ramos. My
No,
bad.
Ramirez. Yeah, I was on a D yard with him. No, yeah, D yard with him, the level 4 yard. But I was only there for a minute. I wanted to get off that yard. It's just like that yard sucked, and it's just like it was Smiley Ramos. The I didn't know he passed away though. What was
Yeah,
his first name?
he said his first name was Smiley. He didn't say his first name. He just said Smiley Ramos.
Because you remember Smiley Joe? He used to kick it with Bobby Lopez a lot.
I think yeah.
Yeah,
Silencio, right?
yeah, Silencio.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of Smileys I knew. This one, Smiley Rositas, Martin Rositas. You knew him?
Uh,
Yeah, he's kicking. He was my dog.
that was your boy.
Yeah, Rositas, Martin Rositas.
Jerry? What are your thoughts about the Bulldogs breaking up?
Well, the Bulldogs are strong, man. It's just like they have a deep car. They don't like us. They did not like us at all. I was in Pleasant Valley and they had 2 yards. They had a B and C yard. And it was all Bulldogs, none but Bulldogs. That's a messed up prison. That is a tore up prison. They call it Pleasant Valley. That is nothing pleasant about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stood 6 months on D yard. in one block. It was tore up. That's when that's when that law came into effect because I was single cell for all these years, right? And the law came into effect where multiple murders could go to the gym, and this was 2000. Wait, 2000. See, when did I leave Creek? 2009, I think it was somewhere around there. 2008, 2009. Well, it came into effect that lifers with multiple murders could go to the gym, right? So they sent me from. You figure all these years I've been in a cell, level fours, single cell, whatever, right? Then they sent me to the gym with 200 guys on level 4 yard. So I was tripping. I didn't know how to adjust to that. It's just like it was crazy. All the disrespect. It was just nuts, bro. All that sticking. It's mental. It's all mental. It's just like. And then they sent me to the DER gym, and that's when they shut all the gyms. They started shutting all the gyms down. Now I went back to a cell.
When somebody, what was that?
Yeah, Del Cordova. Del Cordova.
Oh, Del Cordova. I know Del.
Yeah, Del Cordova did all my tax.
Was that also?
Yeah. He did all my tax. I remember we used to go kick it, right? And Del was in the mix with all of us. So me and Del used to go party all the time. Man, I remember I would be passed out, wake up, and there would be kids all over the place, stinking diapers, cereal all over my head. I'm like, man, I go, where in the hell am I at? Just like shot out the pads.
So you got two questions, right? What do you think about the Tibbs hit, and what do you think about the end of hostilities?
Well, the Tibbs hit is that just goes to show you that nobody can retire from the NF. Nobody can retire on good standings because they want your loyalty. It's wrong for what they did because he had he just wanted to get out on, he just wanted to get out, retired, and I think it was compassionate release. And I didn't like the way they did it, and that just goes to show you that you can't retire from the NF. You can't. The same thing happened with the BB situation, Brown Bob. It's just like he was doing good, man. He showed his loyalty, as far as I was concerned. When he went to the grand jury, and he perjured himself. That's loyalty right there.
Exactly.
And then you get out, and then he just wants to do good with his. Because I knew his wife too, Esperanza, right? Yeah. And he just wants to do good, and they killed him. That was foul, man.
Hey, it's something that I talked about not too long ago, bro. But it's just a personal opinion. But I think, man, that guys like and you can tell me your take on it, man. But guys like BB, other guys that put in 30 years of loyal service, at some point in their life when BB got out there, he wanted to be a grandfather, he wanted to be a father, he wanted to be a husband. He had a nice truck. He just wanted to take his life in another direction. He didn't go hurting nobody. He didn't go in there. He could have spilled his guts in front of the grand jury. He didn't do nothing to hurt anybody. Why not let somebody like that go, man, if they want to go? Because look, the fallout is either two things are going to happen. Either you're going to have to kill him. You're going to have to go after all these dudes that don't want to, they want to go on with their life. And that's a never-ending battle, man, because you're always going to have that, man. Dudes are going to get to a point where they just want to go on in life. And the other part of it is, why do you want to force somebody to function with you when you're out there committing murders and you're out there committing crimes that might get you a life sentence? When this dude, the only reason he's here is out of fear. But he's not really here because his heart's in it. He's here because he's scared.
Yeah.
Why not just let those dudes go, man?
Exactly. Right? And the leadership, I think, really has to question about what direction you're going in, because it's just like a lot of good homies fell off, and for what reason? What reason they get killed? What reason did they get a hit called on them? And people have to question, the thinking behind it. Because I was looking at that Supermax prison. That ain't no joke. Double door.
Yeah.
That ain't no life. It's just like, and you ain't got nowhere to go. That's it. That's it.
Right.
You're done, data. And it's just like, it sucks. But that's giving your life up for that little cell. And not seeing nobody, not touching another female ever again. It really, really, you really got to think about that. And it's mind-boggling because a lot of people look up to that stuff, but can they do it? Can they do that time? I could have done it. I could have did time like that. I mean, once you're mentally strong in that situation, you could do time anywhere. Like when I had my wheelchair taken from me, I used to get up on the bars, put my knees up against the bar, grab up and stand up, just to exercise my legs. So homeboys used to walk past me and I'd be standing up like that. And what the hell? But it was like, you have to be mentally strong to be like that 24/7. Taking bird baths, 24/7, cleaning your cell, making sure, everything your cell's spotless. It's just like, you just have to be mentally strong. You don't have a TV, you don't have a radio, you don't have nothing coming, but it's just like, you educate yourself. And I think that's where I got my strength and my strength from being headstrong. I didn't let nothing affect me.
Yeah. What was that? I seen a good comment right now. There was speculation. There was speculation about not only I seen the compassionate release. I got a copy of it too, man. That Tibbs had filed because of his illness that he was fighting as well. So it was, I believe, from what I understood, it was a combination of that, and it was also it was reason behind Tibbs being too outspoken about what was going on in the state. As you know, or you might know, Tibbs and DC used to be real close at one time.
Yeah.
And supposedly Tibbs was speaking out of turn, or he was just speak. He should have kept a lot of that stuff to himself, because like I told a lot of these guys, man, somebody like Tibbs has a lot of influence just because of who he is, his name, and when he starts talking like that, it doesn't resonate well with the others, man. You know what I mean? Supposedly he was commenting on the end of hostilities, which Skip, Corny, and none of those guys weren't trying to have none of that. There was a debate going on about whether or not it was a cowardice act, and the state was trying to throw back at these guys that, you guys started it with the door policy, and it was a bunch of bullshit, man. But it was allegedly, some of it was because of some of the backing that he was giving the state.
Yeah.
Did you hear otherwise? Did you hear it was just about just the compassionate release thing?
That's what I heard. Just about compassionate release and what they hit him.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it sucks. But it might be a rumor. I don't know. But it's just like that's the only rumor I heard.
Yeah. Boxer, ask him about Joey Gonzalez. Do you know what Joey Gonzalez?
I'd rather not speak on that individual because I don't want to get him in trouble or anything like that. But it's just like, I'd rather just leave that alone. Just he had history with me, Bad Boy, when we went to go do that hit on Beto. Yeah. So I'd rather not just speak on that individual. It's just like he knows what's up. I know what's up.
Well respected,
Yeah.
Let me see. You know a stranger from Fremont?
No, I know a stranger from Salinas.
How about boxer from East Hoods? You know a boxer from East Hoods?
No, I don't know too many people from East Hoods. They weren't around. They weren't around. East Hoods weren't around when I got busted. They came afterwards. I think.
Dreamer. Yeah.
Because all these little audios, it was just all about unity. The audios when I used to trip was like 81, 82, 83. Those are when we used to trip on audios.
Yeah.
In fact, my brother-in-law was my wife's brother was Spooky from Vickystown, the one that got killed, friend of Suki's house.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, yeah, I know Suki
Suki.
good.
I ain't heard Suki's name in a long time, man.
Yeah, I heard he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody wanted to know also if you did you have any dealings with Fast Eddie
that's Eddie. Eddie who?
Ibarra?
No,
Ibarra?
no, I know
No,
Eddie Pajaro.
no, not that one. What about Greg Longoria, Big Goyo from
Uh,
Salas?
that sounds familiar as hell. Yeah, that sounds familiar as hell.
Yeah, you might
Yeah,
know his son, man. Big old ugly motherfucker, homie.
yeah.
You know,
A lot of these dudes, they know about me because I've ran into a lot of dudes,
fucking with you, Goyo.
especially being in a reception center.
Yeah,
You run into a lot of people, and then you go to the shoe, you run into people. You go, to different pintas, you run into people. Now a lot of people know me because once I'm well known. So once I hit the yard or anything, everybody's antennas go, Jerry's here, Jerry's here, and
yeah.
you get that notoriety.
Somebody got a CEO of Annoying Cholas. Cholo said, "What's one of your worst removals you did that shouldn't have happened?"
Um, Let me see, probably chocolate. Well, man, there was a lot of them. A lot of them that I disagreed with. Sheila, you know, uh, it's just like I disagreed with a lot of uh, hits that shouldn't have went down. And there was a lot of hits that were just out of um, just straight gangsterism. Like Spunkio, for instance, he was a straight
Yeah,
gangster. He'd come up with the clavo about 4 or 5 sacks, right? And I like, where'd you get this from? He goes, a connection dude wouldn't give me up, so I killed him. I'm, what the hell?
that's
What
with
the
the
hell he
shotgun.
doing, man? Yeah, those
Yeah,
were
that was with the shotgun. That
yeah,
paisa.
yeah. He showed up. He showed up in my pad like 3 in the morning with
Yeah,
the
he's
with
a
the
fool,
clavo.
man.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
clavo, and I'm like, where'd you get this from? And he goes, man, this dude wouldn't give it up, so I shot him. I'm like, what the hell? He was a fool.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was some crazy ass shit because it was just like they just show up my door and hey Jerry, I took out this dude. Hey Jerry, I took out this dude, and it was like it got like the normal for me.
Yeah. I was just talking about something similar to that about, just um basically just hurting people, man, for no reason, you know.
Like Puppet from Vickystown,
Yeah.
Aka.
Right.
Spunkil took him out, and that was just uh, see he had set me up with my first term, and he brought the undercover to my path. And there was a comment. There was a comment earlier. I think yesterday. It was saying that because remember I said Barney Torres' brother set me up. He was a
Mhm.
DEA agent. Somebody said Barney Torres a roach, and that's the same bro. He was a bro. He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He taught me how to
What
make my
about
first knife.
what about Rab Rios?
Yeah, yeah, I know Rab really well.
I
Just like
remember.
Rab. Uh, I hate to say it, but he tried to set me up. I was on the phone. And he told me where's that short dog at. And everybody knows where a short dog is. Cuete,
Yeah.
right? And he kept on asking me, "Where's that short dog?" I'm like, "Man, I ain't got time to be talking over the phone, bro." And he goes, "Serious, man, I need one." And I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I already knew he was like suspicious, right?
Yeah.
So when we got busted and we got the transcripts, sure enough, that conversation was on there. I was like, "Woo!"
Sean Whelan said, well, it's more of a compliment. He said, you should be a politician, bro, the way that you answer some questions and deflect others. And I believe it's just about, yeah, it's, being smart. Some of the things are personal. Some of the things, like you said, you're not, you don't want to come on here and be a stumbling block for certain individuals. You still hold certain beliefs near and dear. And there's still a lot of homies that I'm sure, um, you still have a lot of respect and love for, man. So
Yeah, and it's a hard situation, boss, because uh, for one, it's just like I have a lot of victims' families,
Yeah.
and I remember I was at Walmart right there on Story Road, and this is 2015 or 16, and I'm shopping, I'm shopping for body wash, everything. I have a little cart on me, and some dude comes up and he says, "Hey, is your name Jerry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's up?" And he goes, "You're a piece of shit." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "You're a piece of shit." And I go, "Hey, bro," I go, "Why are you getting at me like that?" And he had his old lady with him, right? And he goes, "You killed my cousin." I said, "Well, who's your cousin, man?" And he wouldn't tell me. And I'm like, "Hey, man, I really apologize for that was my past, and whatever happened, I'm sure that I wasn't in my right mind. So I apologize to you as a man, right?"
Yeah.
And then he comes at me, he goes, "F you and F your apology." I'm like, all right, it's on now. I threw a body wash at him. I go, "Fuck you! What the hell are you gonna do now?" And then I go, "Now you're getting me pissed off." And then he just started walking away, and his old lady was telling him, "Let's go, let's go." I said, "Don't let your old lady save you. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't let her save you." But he walked away, But it was just wolfing tickets, and I had enough of it. I'm not a punk. Don't
Yeah.
confront me, and I expect a reaction when you're coming at me like that. I apologize to you, so don't keep on pressing the issue.
Yeah.
It's just
Most
like
definitely.
whatever happened, I was trying to explain to him, but he didn't want to hear it. So, okay, well, I know what's next. You ain't trying to hear what I got to say. I know, it's time. What's up?
Right.
And the thing is I'll get off in the wheelchair, and everybody knows that I'll get off in the wheelchair. I grab balls, whatever. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm punching. I'm punching. I'm giving uppercuts to huevos. It's just like that's I'm making you swallow them suckers. But it's
Yeah.
just like that's my fighting skills. And it's just like, and I'm not saying I'm the best fighter in a wheelchair, because I mean I knock out 30% of my fights, right? But the 70% are not good odds, not good at all.
Yeah. You latch on to a motherfucker though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
once I
saying?
latch
That
on you,
upper
you're
body
through.
still works, man.
Yeah, once I latch on you, you're through. Once I bring you to the ground, you're through.
No doubt. Jerry's
Yeah.
mom, this is more of a statement. Jerry's mom is a straight gangster. I love her so much. My hubby used to work with her, but will never put out names.
Yep, that's right. That is totally right. She, whoever that is, that's they
That's
know my
somebody
mom's.
that's I'm gonna assume that that's somebody that's close to you, somehow associated with you, because that was
Yeah,
the same question that came
about
about
Joey.
yeah.
Yeah, about Joey. Yeah, that's what I'm not gonna go there on this platform, because that individual, like I said, that individual knows what's up, and I know what's up.
A little off topic, but what do you think caused the culture change in San Fran as far as the homeboys go from Cholo Stilo to the baller? I don't know, man. There's a lot of homeboys in Frisco that kick it with the Africanos, and they grew up with them, and they've been to juvenile hall with them and the county jail with them. I think that has a lot to do with it, man. Frisco has always had homeboys that are a little bit different. Uh, I've never I've never carried myself like that. Gold teeth, long fucking braided hair, in this and that. You know what I mean? Uh, Homeboys that are out there, silky silk,
Yeah.
butter. Yeah, man.
Did you know a Crip named Gangster Brown from A Trade Gangsters?
Gangster Brown from A
Yeah,
Train.
long goatee. Yeah, long goatee, braided. Did a lot
Is
of
he
shoe time.
done a lot of shoe time?
Yeah, he had a lot of shoe time on him.
That sounds
He
familiar, man. But
talked
I'm
with
not.
like a raspy voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were in Vacaville and W Wing together. And then Vacaville W Wing, man, that's where I got all my schooling from, because we had a lot of homeboys there. And your homeboy, in fact, Chino, Thomas Gomez, he had hit
yeah,
little pups, Olivencia, right? And we're all in the tier, and little pups come on the tier, right? And he wants to get at me and this and that, and I'm like, hey, bro, now ain't the time. It's just like, you got hit for a reason. Just chill. Right? We're not gonna do nothing to you. Just don't, don't open your mouth, bro. And he's like, hey, I need some soap and this and that. I said, you ain't got nothing coming right now, But I felt sorry for the dude, right? And I said, we have some extras, so I kicked him down soap and shampoo and stuff like that because I'm a good dude, man.
Right.
If I knew his brother, I grew up with him. Pups just had a big mouth, and I still kicked him down because he. I thought that was the right thing to do at the time, and we have the dude that hit him on the tier, so it's just like I already know we're trying to get at this dude, but we didn't get at him. He finally moved up to the third floor. That's where the PC was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carter 559, thank you. Lives and content are off the hook. Appreciate the hard work, Boxer and Jerry, for telling the story. Question for Jerry: who did you have the most beef with in the NF?
The most beef?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think nobody. It's just like I followed orders. You can't have beef with the NF in there. There's you have misunderstandings. You're told what to do and you do it. You don't question the authority because if you start questioning things, you're going to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like plain and simple. I wouldn't want nobody to question me. If I was going to put a hit on somebody else, I wouldn't want that question because when, in fact, I mentioned it yesterday when the homeboy got hit. Man, there's so many hits. The hell is
From
his
where?
name?
From where?
Timo and Roy hit him. What the hell's his name?
From Timo?
Timo and Roy hit him. Remember?
Timo and Roy. You talking about Eli Rosas?
Yeah, Eli Rosas.
Yeah.
I didn't like him question me when he got, when I was put in authority and he questioned me. I didn't like that. So I wouldn't like to question anybody else who had a higher up. And it's just like it's not the thing to do. You just respect what they have to say. Of course you're going to go through your chain of command. That's what you do.
Big firm.
I think that's the difference. What makes a solid brother, and because we try to figure out or try to squash whatever beef we have, and you don't want to get in bad standings with the carnal.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's a trip, homies? I told you, Puerto Rican puppet Paul Alavencia, Big Pups. He's the one that he was my sponsor. Chocolate was the one that recruited me, but when Puppet ended up falling in the bad standings, I heard about it, but when I was in, what was I was in D, or no, I was in C5, I think C5 or C4. I was passing through and I fucking see at first I didn't recognize him, bro, but after I got into the pod and I got a better look, there was some Africanos downstairs and some homies, some Southsiders, fucking Puerto Rican Puppet. Homeboy was sold up with the Africano, right?
Yeah.
Braids. Couldn't even recognize him, bro. He changed his whole fucking appearance. He was almost trying to blend in, but he's Puerto Rican. So he could pull it off and it tripped me out, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't recognize him at first. He like I said, he had cornrows. Yeah, he flipped his whole appearance, man, but I tripped the fuck out.
You know how he got deemed no good, right?
I heard something about him.
Yeah, it was Sleepy, John Romero. He gave him a place to stay with his old lady, and he stood over there. And then one day
Pam?
he got
Pam.
Sleepy got some mail, and it was a Puppet. And he said, don't ride over here no more. Don't call over here no more. This is my hyena now, and this is my old lady. This and that. And I was just like, are you serious? I was like,
wow.
dude just went out like that over some girl. I'm like, man, there's all kinds of girls out there. And a similar situation happened with me, with sticking What the hell is his name? Damn, so many people. Because I'm reading all these names, so I'm like, damn, Spookio.
Yeah.
Spookio Cavazos. You remember him?
Spooky Cavazos.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't ringing a bell.
Well, anyway, he was with my wife, and that's how I had to come out because it's just like, Specky, Frank Avila.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, when he got out, me and him we used to kick it together. This was right before I hooked up with Louis, right? So he was my channel. So me and him, and my wife and his old lady used to go everywhere. That's where I ran into Angel from Daly City, and me, him, and Frank were talking, everything like that, trying to set up regiments and stuff. So when I split up from my wife for some reason, I forget what reason, I split up with her for about a month. And then I found out that Spookio was with her. So Spookio was like, I'm a bro. And he didn't know at the time I was broke because nobody knew. And I was just out there trying to build regiments, whatever. And there was bros scattered all throughout Salmo, right? So I wasn't tripping. But then when she told me that, I was just like, wait a minute. He knows me. He knows me from Vacaville. Me and him used to kick it together. Why would he be with my wife? That's foul. So once he found out I was a bro, he got scared because that's one of the bonds, right? And he got spooked. But I made up. I had a meeting, and I had a meeting with Joey, not Joey Gonzalez. That's his cousin too, but Joey Rositas. He stepped up and he goes, don't do nothing to him. I said, I ain't gonna do nothing to him. Bad Boy was there. So Bad Boy told me, he goes, hey, you ain't got nothing on you, right? And I go, man, I ain't got nothing on me. If I did, what's up? He goes, nah. He goes, I don't want you having a gun, nothing. He goes, you might just flip, your whole brain might flip. I said, nah, I'm good. And when I saw him, I just confronted him. I said, that's foul, bro. I go, even if I wasn't a bro, why would you know me? Why would you be with my wife, bro? Seriously, And so I just had him pay, a fine. And what I did was I told him, I'm gonna send you on a mission. He got ghost after that. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. He got shot in Texas. Got killed. Tried to rob a connection out there.
I see you, Goyle. Yeah, hey, we've all had that happen, bro. I've had it happen to me. I don't know if you remember Duck Cedillo from Frisco.
Yeah, Ducks.
Yeah, I had that happen with me with Duck, and same situation, man. Some homies are just dirty like that, bro. You send them out there to either deliver something or pick something up or relay something, and next thing you know, man, they're hating and gorilla macking and you know what I mean, doing all that foul shit. I tried to get Duck though. I chased that fool around with a pistol for a minute. He went crying to Dreamer and Eddie Roach, bro. And those are my homies too, man. But I didn't know what was up with them cats. I brought a pistol to go see them cats, man, because homeboy cried about it. But I'm sure we all been a victim of that, man.
What's
some
a trip?
homies are just dirty like that, bro.
Yeah, what's a trip? You mentioned all these names, right? And you see them out there, and you see that they didn't have a rank when I was out there. Like Dreamer, for instance, he was just barely up and coming when I was out there. Eddie, he was a dope fiend. Louis was the one that was, his bigger brother was the one that was about the business. And I used to go kick it after Pat in Frisco on Folsom Drive, at his mom's pad. They used to carry me up the stairs. And Frisco, man, you be sitting there and the house is like tilted. So my wheelchair would be going, hitting the walls and shit.
Yeah, man. Louis, man, he broke my heart too.
Yeah, when you were saying that, I was thinking wire. I was like, damn.
Yeah, he wore a wire to my pad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what he was doing, I'm sure he had his reasons, man. But come on, homie, man, bro, we grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like some people just should be off limits, bro. I don't know.
I remember Louis got in an argument. I don't know if you know the Pardos.
The who? Pardos.
Pardo brothers.
That sounds familiar. From San
They're
Jose.
all huge. Yeah, they're all big as
Yeah,
hell. Well,
yeah,
anyway, one of the brothers we were at the doghouse, and one of the brothers got into it with Louis Roach, and dude said, "Hey," one of the Pardo brothers said, "Hey, let's take it outside." So he went to grab Louis, right, and I grabbed his hand. I said, "Nah," I said, "Now, not this one. You ain't touching him. Nope." I said, "You ain't touching him. He's a kind of nope. You ain't touching him." And people knew what I was about because
yeah,
once you go in these bars, everybody starts. There's Jerry. There's Jerry. There's Jerry, and it's just like I already knew because I had the doghouse sold up. I had JP sold up, the place, all these little bars. I had it sold up, so they already knew I was a shit starter because I didn't care. I was, let me tell you one story where there was these two Chinese dudes, right? They come into JP's, and there was like four Chinese dudes, but these two Chinese dudes, they start dancing with each other, right? So I start busting up laughing.
yeah.
And they're like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" And I'm like, "You guys," right? And then they're like, "You don't like it? Let's take it outside." I'm like, "All right, 1 second." Drank a beer. I called Oso and a couple of homeboys, right, that were in there. And I said, "Let's go outside and deal with these punks." So we went outside. Man, there's like 10 of them at the place. I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Listen, I'm not gonna start shit. I'm just gonna go apologize to the dude, right?" So he's sitting in this little RX-7, and I go, "Hey man, I apologize. Whatever you guys want to do, if you guys want to dance with each other, that's fine." And I didn't like the look on this dude's face, right? So he went to go put his hand out, and I just sock him. Bam! I crack him right in his face, and his whole grill split open. Next thing I know, I was getting beat up on the middle of the street, on the first street. My wheelchair was way over there. I was getting punched, kicked, everything, right? The cops came, and I was like, "Hey, all I want is my wheelchair." And they go, "You're in a wheelchair?" I'm like, "Yeah." They go, "Who in the hell would hit somebody in the wheelchair?" I said, "I don't know, officer. I don't know." That was one of those stories, man. It's just like I was a shit starter.
Dub9. Hey, thank you, my brother. We appreciate that, man. He wants to know. Ask him about Mikeel from CPL. He has Sanho on his stomach, and ask him about all the other Capital Park homies he knew. You know anybody from Capital Park?
Um, yeah, but that was back in the day. It's just like because it used to be Maravilla. It used to be back in the 80s.
Yeah.
It used to be Colonia Maravilla. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it's just like all these barrios changed, like BBS. But I don't know too many people from Capital Park.
Did you know that Dub9? They used to call it that. Some history for you, man.
Yeah, all these barrios like BBS, Happy Homes Grande, they were Sureños.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Happy Homes Grande, they were Sureños. They were right there where I grew up at. Yeah, there was a lot of history. Littletown, Vickystown, um, uh, El Cielo, Los Chicano Locos. There was a lot of little barrios back then.
You remember Poco Way?
Yeah, poke away. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just like I used to go over there often. I picked up little homeboy took the rap for me though. I had just got off parole, and they jumped me, man. I was at that little liquor store, and I was sitting in a car I just bought. It was like I forgot what it was. It was the Lincoln. It was brand new. I only had 1,800 miles on it. What the hell the name of it? Anyway, I was sitting in it, and I was sitting there driving, and little homeboy, he was like 15, and then the homeboy in the back was 16, right? And he got off, but he was a big little youngster. He got off to go get some pisto. So I seen a carlo drive up, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna start shit, right?" So I'm sitting in the car, and they're looking at me, just mad dogging me. And I'm like, "What's up? Right? What the hell are you guys looking at?" So all of a sudden, there's about 10 dudes came out of nowhere, and I told the youngsters, I said, "Come on, let's jam." So I'm pulling out, and they're throwing bottles, they're throwing everything at my car, and I'm like, "Oh no, this ain't happening in my hood. Hell no, this ain't happening in my hood." So I went down the street to go get a cuete, and the homeboy didn't want to come with us, and so I came back, and the little homeboy had heart, right? He goes, let me do it, let me do it. And I'm like, all right. So I drove up, and I wasn't expecting him to do it because he was a youngster. So I drove up, and he just yelled out, he goes, put it north there. And then all of a sudden they came rushing us, man. There were about 50 of them. He just pulled out and started busting caps. 3 of them fell, and I couldn't get away. I tried going to the back way of right there to catch 101 in Tully, and there was a cop already waiting for me. So we were driving. I told homeboy, "What do you want to do, man?" He goes, "Man, you can't drive. You can't go to with the stick in the shoe. Serious?" So we got pulled over, and you know how cops, you put your hands on top of your head, and then they're telling me step out. I can't step out, so it's just pavement for me. So my face is going to hit that dirt. So it's just like, bam, I hit that dirt, and they come and arrested me. And then they took me to county, and I'm already counting up time, right? I'm saying, well, I'm going to get this much, I'm going to get this much, I'm going to get this much, because I just got out. I just got out parole. But the homeboy took the rap. He goes, they came in and they released the handcuff, and they gave him 12 years because he was a youngster.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, no disrespect to the Southerners, because, it's just like, I've broke bread with Southerners, and they're a lot of them good dudes, man. A lot of them good dudes. Once you get to know them, you have that animosity because you grew up with it. But like I said, like I told you that story about Chente, saying about, he was Sureño, so just because you're from down south or whatever, come on, man. It's just
they know, man. Push it all the time on this channel. We don't play that, man. Like a wise man once told me, man, you reach in your pocket and pull out a dollar bill, and it don't matter if you're from Northern California, Southern California. What color is it? It's green. Ain't that right, Lupe? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I say the same thing a lot of times. I'm talking about the inner demons. I'm just going through a lot of my history when I was a young knucklehead, man, and I talk about shit, but there's never no disrespect on this channel, man. Yeah, you know what, Dub 9, when you mentioned that Mike Eel, I kind of thought that was the one that I did time with in Susanville. Good dude, man. Solid little homie right there.
Hey,
this guy wants to know, huh?
No, go ahead.
No, this guy just wants to know if you have do you have any portraits at all that you can share with them?
Man, dang, I wish I could put something up on your channel.
It's good, man.
I'll bring out something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring out something in the near future, probably tomorrow or something.
Does Jerry know anyone from Hanas?
No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nobody.
Can you speak on Mad Dog Padilla?
Yeah, I don't know him. I just know Mad Dog Cervantes.
You know who they're talking about?
Padilla?
The one that with the boot war.
Oh no, I just heard stories about that. I didn't live back then, so all you got
That's
do.
The next question. They want to know how old you are, man.
I'm 55.
Damn, boy, you older than me, and you look younger. I mean, you look younger than me, bro.
Gracias.
Man, got a full head of hair. Shit.
It's prison that preserves you.
Yeah, that's a lack of, because I haven't had that much sun or even you, man. That's why we're not all wrinkled up, man.
Yeah, that sun wrinkles you up.
Does he know any homeboys from Daly City? Angel.
Yeah, Angel. There's a another one too. Cornell?
Did you know Cornell from Daly City? Anthony Trujillo.
Yeah, I think so. I think because there was a couple homeboys from there.
Yeah, Rex Posada.
Yeah, Rex. Yeah, he was. Isn't he younger? Or he might.
No, he was about our age. And then you got another good solid homie, Frank Corsetti.
No, I don't know him. I wanted to touch real quick. I have a picture, right? And I'm gonna bring it out. I'll get to you, but it's.
I remember.
Me and both my neighbors, and you guys are gonna trip because you guys are gonna see this picture, and you guys are gonna trip. But it's my neighbors were Charles Manson and Mike Thompson.
Mike Thompson.
So They were both my neighbors, and I took a picture with both of them in Chente Arroyo. All of us were in there. So just like, you guys are going to trip on this picture. This is an old school picture. This is like a treasure.
That's a classic, man. Mike
Yeah.
Thompson, the guy that dispatched 9 NF members in a matter of 3 minutes.
And you know what's a trip, Box, is, he says all this, right? And I don't doubt that he could, because the dude was treacherous, right? The dude he was smart, but all that.
He ain't gonna kill
nine
homeboys.
NF members with his bare hand. That's not gonna happen. But it's just like, but he wasn't talking all this stuff when we were there, because Chente, him and Chente were good friends. Him and Chente hit it off. And there was a comment the other day that I read that Chente still has a lot of respect, and he does. Because it's just like, Chente didn't testify. Chente just debriefed. A lot of people don't know that. Everybody thought he testified. No, he didn't. He just debriefed. So a lot of people still have respect for the dude, and Chente put in a lot of work. Yeah. And anyway, getting back to Mike Thompson, him and Chente were good friends. And it's just like, they stood good friends for the whole time they were there. But he wasn't talking about taking out NF dudes and this and that. He knew better. He knew better than run his mouth about that. But it's just like, you're an intelligent dude, just like Charles Manson. Charles Manson was, he wasn't crazy,
I had him. I was my neighbor too.
Yeah, you sit down and talk to him. He wasn't crazy. I used to go through his mail, and you had some underage girls that used to write him, right? And I used to write him like, "Don't write this dude. What the hell's the matter with you?" It's just like that ain't cool. That ain't cool.
Yeah, it's like, well, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's a trip. It's a trip that you see all the picture. And I'll bring it out for you guys, but it's just like, you wouldn't think that me, would ever run into Charles Manson or Sirhan Sirhan. Sirhan Sirhan I knew for a long time. Now a lot of people don't know Juan Corona. He took out 25 dudes. It's just like, Juan Corona was treacherous, and it's just like he act crazy, but he's a treacherous dude.
Yeah, so two things real quick. Not even taking Chente out of the equation. He does got a lot of respect still, but it's funny though, man, that how some people will try to separate that the difference between testifying and debriefing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Chente has a lot of respect. Regardless, man. Even after everything that happened in that indictment, but that has nothing to do with Chente. It's just a topic that came up before on this channel. But the other thing I was going to say about Mike Thompson is, for one, I think I call it bullshit, man. You know what I mean? But Mike Thompson, like you said, he's a treacherous dude. He's got a legacy, man. Yeah, and I honestly think that it's just that YouTube shit, man. If he for a book deal in a movie, you know what I mean?
I think if he didn't exaggerate on that, people would have took him for a solid dude.
Yeah,
took him for righteous.
Kill two of them, man.
Yeah, two. I mean, come on, 1.5. Just like it's just like, come on, man, don't put a 10 on the 2, and he put like a 20 on the 2. But it's just like, you don't got to do that. People know how treacherous you are, but don't come out of the woodwork and say that. Come on, man. And like I said, it's just like, Mike Thompson used to work on my legs, like exercise them every day. So I knew the dude on a personal level. So it's just like, but he didn't. He wasn't talking all that madness when we were in there, because we would have straight up put him in check. Come on, come on. That's not what time it is. Come on, Mike, stop, relax. You're not a killer.
Exactly.
You're not. I mean, you're a killer, but you're not sneaking Jackie Chan or whatever.
Cito 707. That's right on. Tim Hennessy. Mike Thompson is a smart dude. That dude got $3 million from Triple P. They bought heavy equipment and leased it out to the Department of Forestry.
his old lady left him a lot of acres.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to come and visit him, and she had cancer. So when he got out, uh, he was he got all that property. I was reading one comment. It says Juan Corona, the onion field killer. No, Greg Powell is the onion field killer. I was locked up with him too in Vacaville.
Yeah. Does Jerry know anyone from Lodi?
Saran that's killed Kennedy. Yeah, that's right.
Does Jerry know anyone from Lodi? And what was his take on Happy from Lodi?
Happy from Lodi. Uh, Happy from Lodi. Happy from Lodi.
You talking about Henry Cervantes? Big
Oh,
hats.
okay. Yeah. I really have no comment on that. It's just like, yeah, I have no comment on that. There was a. Did you know Happy from Antigua?
Happy from Antigua. Oh. What's his last name?
Um,
Happy from Antigua.
He had an X IV on the back of his head. Come on, Jerry, what the hell's his last name? Because I knew to do real well. That's what I'm trying to. I'm speaking lots for names right now. Anyway, I used to kick it with him real tough, right? Like just a year and a half ago, and we used to kick it in Antigua all the time. And the thing is I used to go up there and just he was a good dude, man. He changed his life. I met his wife, his wife's mother-in-law. He had a good job with the dude gave him a house, and there was like 3 houses on that property, right? Well, the homeboys were getting at me, and I couldn't find out why they were getting at me one day. It was like about a month ago, and they kept on saying, "Hey, Jerry, answer your phone, answer your phone." So I picked up the phone. I called the homeboy, and he said, "Hey, you hear about Happy?" I'm like, "What Happy?" He said, "From Antigua." I said, "Nah, what happened?" He goes, "He killed his mother-in-law." I'm like, "Are you serious?" So I guess he was in the backyard, and I don't know if he was on one, whatever, but his mother, he got in a fight with his wife, and they were arguing for like a week, and he went back there and took out his mother-in-law. I was like, damn. I was like, that's messed up. Dude, he's washed up. He's done. But it's just like the people that you run into, and then all of a sudden, their mind flips. They don't know what's going on because he was around a bunch of lifers. I was a lifer, and he's kicking with like, how do you deal with having a life sentence? And you can't deal with it.
You just do.
Yeah, you adapt your mind because you see when I got busted, right? I seen all these dudes getting denied. Like they go to the board 10 times, and every time it's just like toying with your head. They get denied a year, get denied a year, get denied a year, and it's rough. It's rough, man. I didn't want to go through that. I didn't want to make a big old file and go to the board and just get denied. It's just like I'm not having a board play in my head. I'm good. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But it's just like then they all of a sudden they started giving out days. The laws changed where they couldn't hold your crime against you. So it's just like, and that's what flipped the law. So it's just like they had to let you out if you had a good record going to the board. So it's just like I was one of the first lifers to get out. I was surprised.
That's good stuff, bro.
Yeah. And a lot of some guys said, was I at the creek and was I at that? Was I on that video, Criminals and Gang Members Anonymous? Yeah, I was. I was on that video. I was one of the co-founders of that program. Me, there's Richard Mexico. He was Emma, and then Rocky Rantel was on that co-founder.
Rocky Rantel, Little Unity.
Dude, that is Cole's throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reaches out, man. I got a line to him, bro.
No, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cole's throat.
What was I gonna say? These guys want to know what was that, man? One of them wanted to know, did you know where did you go, man? It was somebody I know. Did you know Jaime Hernandez from Tulare County? That's not the one I was thinking of, but
Jaime Hernandez. No, I don't think I know him.
Oh,
I'm
did you
over,
know?
I'm over
Did you
looking
know?
at the Warrior game.
Yeah, that's probably where
Warriors.
he's at. That's probably like, oh, we'll watch that later, man.
Yeah, the
Did
Warriors
you
are getting
know
it.
Baby Joker from Watsonville?
Baby Joker from Watsonville. No,
He's a
because
young C. You guys,
no, because I have a lot of uncles from Watsonville. Albert Rodriguez, he's dead now. He died uh, cirrhosis of the liver. He just died recently. But he was all these dudes were DOs. Albert Rodriguez, Raymond Rodriguez, and they're all family. It's just
right?
like I remember in Vacaville, he showed up. Albert did, and I was well aware of his. He was a DO, but this dude was a straight killer, and
Yeah.
he picked up a murder inside, and they didn't charge him for it, but he picked up a murder for his son.
Did you know? Did you know Rojo from Pittsburgh?
No,
Yeah,
no,
he's these are young. These guys are younger C's. Like Baby Joker, he came. Baby Joker was he's a lot younger. I mean, he came in way later.
yeah, the younger seeds, I really don't know, because I mean, the politics changed from the NR to making C's. And I think you came at the end of the NR era, because it's
Mm-hmm.
just like uh, they made you had to go through the steps of the NR, just like I had to, not
Yeah,
to take away from the carnets that, where it came after, because, they took care of business or else they wouldn't be in the sea, it's
right,
just like,
right.
but our situation is, you had to do something for the carnetas, you had
Yep.
to, in fact, in my day, you had to bring a dead body
Yeah,
to become a carnal. That was one of the criterias.
yeah. Um, yeah. Man. It was so much different, bro. I've talked about it on there before, but I can't emphasize enough how different it was back in those days when you were being recruited into the NR. It was everything was it was like it was a big thing, man. If you were gonna get embraced by the NR, it was everything was done in secrecy. Everything was ran through the channels, and it was a big thing, man. Now it's just like they're pulling mud suckers and bottom feeders and dudes that we would never have considered uh, in the past, man. Everybody's seeing the bonds. Everybody, there's nothing. There's just no more honor in it like it was, man. It used to mean something, you know.
Yeah, of course, because it's just like I said, when I started the program tonight, it's just like we had unity. Everybody
Yeah,
got along. If it was, even if they weren't, they didn't take that step to become a bro. I had a lot of homeboys that didn't take that step, but they were good sympathizers. Whenever we needed a knife pass from the mods right there in Vacaville, they would pass it. They would look out for us. Whenever we needed a clavo, because we had a good homeboy. I'm not going to put his name out there, but uh, he was he was always given to us, and he was a big time dealer in Saul, right? And no matter what we needed, if we needed a car, if we needed grams, if we needed cuetes, whatever we needed, he would be there to provide to us, And that was a solid dude, but he never wanted to take that step to become a bro, So it's just like them kind of things, man. They stick out to you.
yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Everything got watered down, man. Exactly.
yeah. That's
But yeah,
that's that's what it was. Was everything did get watered down? Like they got, I don't know, they got a hold of the bonds and destroyed that whole thing, that whole, you know, uh, I don't know, that whole organization, I should
yeah,
say, because it was deep. It was deep. I mean, there were solid dudes coming out of there, because you know why? Because we were recruited in the right way.
yeah,
We built up our character. We built up who we were. It's just like give us a lot of knowledge as far as weaponry and this and that. And it feels good that when you're coming to a yard and you get to that yard and you have shampoo, you have soap, you have envelopes, you have flowers, you have everything coming to you that you should. You
Right.
know, that's what a bank does. You know, so when you're coming to your yard, make sure that bank it has enough stuff in it. That way, homeboy gets a care package. No matter who he is, he gets a care package. You know,
Yeah.
and that feels good. You know, because you have that coming, because you've already put in work where regardless of where you were. Because I know you know damn well when you come to another prison, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got
Yeah.
nothing. You got stinking tooth powder and stinking little toothbrush. That's all you got, and a little bar of soap. So you know it feels good to have that them cosmetics already coming to you.
What do you mean, Sean Wheeling? Am I blurry again or something? You said my focus is bad. I hope that's the focus you're talking about. Um, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Jaime Kramer, stick him up.
No,
No,
stick them
another.
up.
Yeah, he's another young.
That's a cold name.
These guys are younger C's that you guys are mentioning. They came way after the fact, man.
Yeah, because the whole thing was just like they were making C's. They were just making C's like crazy just to have numbers.
Yeah,
You
this.
know, because it's just like because there was a split. You remember that split? You know, there was a couple of splits, but it's just like um, that's what they're talking about when you get into it with another carnal and
Yeah,
your disagreements are total like chaos that you can't talk about it. You can't talk to another individual because you're hard headed, he's hard headed. That's when you have to let go of that hard headedness and come together with love. You know,
yeah,
that didn't happen. You know, so a lot of people had that animosity. So they got their followers, and another person has his followers, and so this guy don't agree with this guy, and then that's where the rumors start, and then that people start following them rumors, and they bite on it, and then they get deemed no good or whatever. It's a whole different politic game, and you gotta be wise. You know, it's
right.
just like you gotta be wise and not fall into that. Follow the leadership.
This guy's it's two quick ones. This guy keeps asking, did you know any CPLs that were in the Bay? I'm sure you got some of your homies made it up there. I never ran any Capital Park cats that were up there. Did you know anybody?
No, I knew the dude by uh, that lived right there at Capitol Park on. Uh, they have all
Sinbad,
the they have all the
Alton,
funny names.
yeah,
Peter Peter
Sinbad,
Peter Cottontail Lane.
yeah,
Yeah,
Disneyland shit.
yeah, Disneyland shit. So I knew a dude that was he lived on that street. His name was Puppet, and I'm not gonna put his name out there, but his full name. But he had stabbed my homeboy at Capitol Drive-ins. It was the first day I got out of the hospital, and it was a West Side East Side thing. We were at the Capitol Drive-ins, and because the homeboys asked me where y'all want to go, and I said Capitol Drive-ins. So it was triple Los Latino locals, right? And we were kicking back, having a good time, partying. My mom was there, everybody was there. We had like a couple carloads. Well, the homeboy got into it with some West Siders. His name was Puppet, right? So they start boxing. Puppet pulls out a knife, sticks my homeboy in the neck, and he was only what 15, 16, something like that. And they were twin brothers, and he stuck my homeboy, the other homeboy, in the back. So we take him to San Teresa Hospital, and he's already gargling in the back seat. He's dying, you know.
Yeah,
So it's just like it sucks to see a person that young that you grow up with dying in the back seat. It sucks,
yeah,
but it becomes ingrained in you like it's nothing no more. You know, it's just like sure we feel bad for the homie, but you know it happens. You know, and when they called us to testify on the dude, nobody would testify on him.
yeah.
You know, because it's just like it wasn't. Nah, we ain't testifying. So what happened was he got 3 years, 2 years, 2 years. I don't know where he's at now.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
This guy,
By the way,
yeah,
Warriors won.
Warriors won. Yeah, I don't know, Sean. I think it's the Wi-Fi or something, man. these networks been kind of messed up. What about you?
Right,
You did mention that you knew Carlitos. I showed you a picture and you
yeah,
said he looked different,
yeah.
right?
Carlitos used to hang around me and Spunkil. I think he
Long
got,
time ago.
yeah, a long time ago. That was 91. Yeah, he was a youngster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bro. He was a youngster though.
Who said, yeah, I seen him, but
I
no.
didn't even know it became a C.
Yeah, he became a C.
Yeah.
He became a C. I was in Corcoran with him. Josh just so happened to be Selly's with him in Corcoran as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was a level-headed dude. He was quiet.
Right.
Yeah, and he was seasoned by Spunkil too.
And he actually did a video on Josh's channel.
Oh, did he?
He's um allegedly he's still doing his thing too.
Oh, is he?
That's what they say, man. Yeah,
Yeah, more power to him.
yeah.
Yeah, more power to him. If he can live out here and still do his thing. I don't know what he's doing on these channels.
He's south of the border. So, I don't think I would have done nothing if I would have been like still living in East Side San Jose
Yeah.
on YouTube. But
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing on these channels. Just like that's why I just keep it quiet to myself because it's just shouldn't be on these channels.
David Escamilla got action at a date.
Who's that?
That's Dreamer, the one that was with Bad Boy in the Brown Bob incident.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dreamer.
Yeah, and that's another one. Bad Boy. It's just like, come on, man. Why are you gonna do that? Because when he picked up that first attempted murder, with me, yeah, it's just like I already knew who he was, and he didn't want to get rid of that gun that he shot him with. He did not want to get rid of that gun. He got busted with it at the hotel, but he did not want to get rid of that gun. He got a good ass deal. They only gave him 10 years for that. And Robert was he was testifying against him. It's just like, and they only broke him off 10 years. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he was still alive. I saw him shot him point blank 3 times in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, and dude had a heart melon or something.
You know what I was gonna tell you about it was funny, man, that Bad Boy, what he tried to do in the county jail with Chuco. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You gotta pronounce his name right. You know what I'm saying? He pronounced it with the hard L.
Yeah.
Mr. Gillen.
Gillen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that whole thing, man. I was real surprised that they sent them dudes on it. And then Bad Boy, it's just like he was telling the back police car. As soon as he got busted. And I was just like, why'd you go do it?
Yep.
It didn't make no damn sense. At least write it out for a little bit. Just don't.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, don't go telling the back of police car. Just like, damn. But it's just like he I don't know what was up with him. Hey, did you know Chavo
from Hayward?
Yeah, Jacobs.
I did a couple years with him in the Bay.
Oh, is that right? Because he was in the PHU with me, right? And I don't know if you know Cochise.
Yeah, I know Cochise too.
Yeah. Anyway, Cochise was in A section. We were in Corcoran, right? And there's A, B, and C section. So I was sweeping with my wheelchair. I was sweeping that little like out there in the rotunda. I'm sweeping, and so Cochise gets at me, right? And he's like, "Hey, Jerry, what's up?" Because I was with his sister, Emily. So he's like, "Hey, Jerry, what's up, man?" And this and that. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
What Emily?
Emily Rodriguez. So I used to be with her, right?
Small world, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew him as Johnny Boy. because he was coming up through YA when I was
Let me
with
ask you one
the
more question, real
yeah,
quick. You're talking about the same Emily that used to be with Chongo Zavala, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I was with her way before that. It's just like,
yeah.
but it yeah. So anyway, I was over there, and then and he was in A section, but he I knew he had the keys to it because the way he got at me, So he's trying to manipulate me, and he knows being luckier back there.
Right.
So you're familiar with Corcoran, right? A, B, and C
Mm-hmm.
section. Well, I'm
Yeah.
in C section, PHU. Well, A and B have to go right by C section and look in before they go to the yard, right?
Right.
So they were always looking in, and I seen Cochise go through the rotunda. I'm like, "What's up, bro?" He goes, "Nah, bro, it's all good and this and that." I'm like, "All right." So then Chavo gets there, and I already know what's up with Chavo because I was told by my attorney that he'd be coming right to the PHU, but they put him in the A section. So I was like, okay, I already know what's up. So Cochise gets at Chavo thinking, Chavo plays him out of pocket and says, I'm a carnal, this and that. So Cochise falls for it, gives him the whole bank, right? And then, so Chavo, he's coming to the PHU in a couple of days. And I already know this, but Cochise is getting at Chavo telling him, hey, Lucky and Jerry's over there. We're going to hit him as soon as this, gate pops, whatever, right? And I already know what time it is with Cochise. So Chavo comes over there, and Cochise don't know what to do. He's like, hey, Jay, is Chavo over there? I'm like, yep. I go, you want your bank back? He goes, man, that's messed up. I go, I tell the cops to go give it to you. So the cops went and took the Clavo back, his bank, because I wasn't going to keep his bank. I was like,
Yeah.
come on, man. That's not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
you got played out of pocket. Chavo played him out of
Chavo's
pocket.
yeah, he's a pretty slimy dude, man.
Yeah.
I stopped him in his tracks when he came through Quentin. I already knew what time it was with him, man. Like I said, I'd been with him for like 3 years in the Bay. He was set up with Big Rock from Salas, and he bounced. He paroled, and then he went out there and he did what he did, man. And then he tried to slide through, but I pumped his brakes for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good
Yeah.
now, Donald Trump is.
Yeah, it's just like that's a trip because a lot of people, they say I have a crazy, crazy story, and I do, bro. It's just like I haven't even told half the story, half the stuff I've done.
I know,
it's just
man.
like I just told a little bit about the history, and I haven't even got into the details about, for instance, chocolate. I could.
I don't know what you're comfortable with speaking on, so that's why I'm sure a lot of these guys would like to hear it.
Yeah,
And
I'll get into the details.
yeah, it's a crazy story. I'm pretty sure I know a lot more details than most people do, man. It's crazy, you guys, to know how involved he was, man. You probably trip out,
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys one insight into Chocolate's murder. We already knew that we already had the hit list of who was going to get took out, and Chocolate was one of them. So Louis Chavez was on there. There was a lot of us, a lot of them. So me and Spunkio, before Louis was on there, let me just give you a little quick rundown. Louis, he had a security blanket over him, so they told us to go take the car from him. He had a bad Monte Carlo with spokes. It was lifted. So he went over there, and it was him and his girlfriend Maria Mata. We went over there, and they come out, right? And so me and Spunkio get off, and if you see two bros coming up, and you're supposed to have a security blanket, you're gonna run, right? He didn't run; he came out, and I told him, "Hey, check this out. Give me the keys to your car." He goes, "What?" I go, "That's a bank's card now," and he goes, "Why is that?" I go, "I don't know. Get at your channel, right?" And he's like, "Oh no, hell no! You guys just ain't gonna take that from me." And I said, "Yeah, we are." I said, "You're lucky. That's all we're taking." So we took the keys, everything like that. Me and Smakil took off, and we were riding around forever in that car. But anyway, get to the Chocolate murder. After Sheila got killed, I told you guys Smakil went to the county jail, right, to go report it to Lucky, who was the carnal, right? So when he gets busted, Lucky gets at me, Bobby gets at me, and Spunkil gets at me, right? And told me, you got to take care of that other business, right? Meaning Beto, meaning Chocolate, meaning Louis. There was still people on that hit list, right? Mm-hmm. So when I got that call from all three of them, I already knew what time it was. I was trying to set up everything at the motel, the transportation, everything like that. I got a hold of Huevo. I asked him if he had any transportation. He said, yeah, I got a car, but it only goes 40 miles an hour. I'm like, you guys serious? You serious? I go, we can't take that, right? So what we did was the homeboy came out. I'm not going to mention his name. He came and he had his car, right? So he goes, I'll go do it. And I was telling him no, right? Because I didn't want him going on the mission, whatever, looking out for him, right? But anyway, we long story short, we got everything together. It was me, him, and Huevo, right? So we get in the car and we're driving, right? And then I have a 357 on me, and the homeboy had a 22, right? And I tell Huevo, just kick back, bro. You don't have to do nothing. I just need your presence because you're a carnal. That's all I need is you're a carnal, and he's a carnal, right? A bro can't take out a carnal. That's not in the. You can't do that. That's a no, right? So I had a carnal's present just to make everything legit. So we drive up and we're at homeboy Chino's house, and Chocolate comes out. So I tell Chocolate, hey man, we got to go hit up this dude that has the clavo, but I need 2 C's over there, right? And I need to use that name, the NF, right? I go, I need to use that in order to scare this dude, right? So he goes, all right, I'll go. So he gets in the back seat with Huevo, right? And we're driving, right? And I already know what time it is. I got to put my head straight because this dude's my friend. This dude's, he's my friend, and I'm ordered to take him out. So it's just like, so I got to get mentally prepared for this crap. So we drive up to this abandoned house, and I told the driver, I said, hey, it's right here. It's right here, bro. So he walks up. Chocolate gets out the car. The driver gets out the car, and he walks up to the empty house. There was an abandoned house. It was all black. So I told him, hey, Chocolate, come back. I forgot to tell you something. So he comes back, and when he comes back, he goes to the door, right? And I just pull out the 357 and shoot him right in his chest. And that's when I saw his face, like, why? And he backed up. And I already knew that shot killed him, because I got him right in his heart. And then the homeboy came out and busted like 8 caps, and it was 6 caps, 8 caps, I don't know. So I told him, let's jam. So we jammed, and I'm telling him, don't drive too fast. Just drive slow. Just get back, right? And I'm still shaking a little bit, it's just like, you can't, if you're over there doing, you're shaking, right? So we drive up, and I throw the cuetes out, right? I throw them over the bay or on the bridge or something. So we drive up to Roach's pad. And I tell Roach, hey, man, we just took out Chocolate. So he tells us, hey, take off all your clothes, take off everything. I got clothes for here. Just kick back till the morning, everything like that. I said, all right, cool. So we kick back, and then the next morning we take off back to home, right? And they say he's dead, whatever. So I'm at the motel, and I look at the car, and it has blood all over it, right? All over the side. So I'm like, man, we got to go wash this car. What the hell are we doing? Right. So we went and washed the car. And I think we stood there about a week in that motel. And then the cops hit my mom's pad. Homicide hit my mom's pad. And they were looking for me. So I sent the homeboy to go get clothes for us. Right. So he went to go get clothes for us at my mom's pad. And they come running out. Get the hell out of here. Quick, the cops just hit the pad, right? So me and him take off. We take off to Compton, and we're kicking back to Compton for a long time, and then we go to Vegas, and then we end up going to Utah, and then that's when they call me back and to go hit Beto. But it's just like those crazy times, man. It's just like it's nuts. It's nuts to be part of that situation. You
Yeah,
know?
most definitely, bro. You know,
Yeah,
the part that that's a trip though is like you said, on having interacting with somebody, having talked to an individual before, and then having to take them out and look them in the eyes, bro. You know what I mean? That's something that will live with you forever. You know what I
yeah. And
mean?
somebody's telling me it's too much talk, brother. But I already got convicted of it. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
convicted of it. I already did my time, everything like that. So I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable speaking on it because I already did my life sentence on it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, all this stuff. I'm not on there talking about murders that haven't been solved, man. Hey, but you know the other thing, Jerry, is that's another thing too, man. It's not only that part of it, bro, but you know the anybody can pick up a gun and go shoot somebody, man. But you know we're out there doing that type of shit, man. You know how you said you were shaking and shit. You know, I used to get the same way, bro. Whenever I used to go do something, I used to get that same sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. And it's not about being a coward or being scared, man. But when you're out there doing shit like that, man, people don't. It's. I remember that feeling, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
That
I
sick
got that feeling
feeling
the
in the
day
pit of your
before
stomach.
because I got that feeling the day before because we hit Sheila and Chocolate back to back.
I remember.
August 28th, 7th, and 28th, right? Sheila was hit on 27th, and when we were at the pad, at Huevo's pad, when Huevo and Spunkillo took off, right? They came back with the cuetes, and we cleaned it out, everything, and Spunkillo was running by me. He said that when he grabbed Sheila by her hair, she put up her hand like this,
Hmm.
and he shot off her finger and shot her in the head.
Yeah.
And them type of things, I still get like butterflies in my stomach because I remember those days. It's just like, and it's not cool to just take it off your mind because then you become ingrained in killing. Then you become a straight up serial killer that you don't care about life. And I do because it hurt. And I saw somebody say the other day that I didn't care about it until I went to the courtroom. The courtroom didn't give me no justice. I still got a life sentence.
Yeah.
Just like all that. It's just like people have their opinions on that situation. I say I'm against killing women, but I did. Of course, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. If I could have saved her life back then, I would have. But there's no going back. There's no saving her life. It's just like she would have been killed anyway, and I would have been killed. It's just like it's a dangerous game that you put yourself in. It's a dangerous world. Now, a lot of people don't recognize that. You either end up dead or with a life sentence. And I ended up with a life sentence, unfortunately. And I did my
Yeah.
time and got out.
You know, I had always heard that maybe, I think it was with, yeah, it wasn't Chocolate. It was with Little Weasel.
Oh,
Um, when that hit went down, I remember hearing that Wevel pulled the gun out and pulled the trigger, and the fucking gun didn't fire, man. And
yeah, yeah, that
Weasel
was,
just looked at him
yeah,
and got out and tried to run, and that's when the other cat ran after him and got him, bro. But like
yeah.
Wevel
Weasel,
pulled the gun out and pointed at him, and what the fuck happened, bro?
Weasel
Somebody
was
tried to say that he did it on purpose, man.
a
That's just level.
Weasel was a dangerous dude. It's just like he had
Yeah,
crossbows, he had guns. He already knew what time it was. And he was kind of dumb for trusting Lucky and Silent. It's
yeah,
just like he thought he was all good, and he was no good. He already knew he was no good, but he was just trying to get back in the car by giving out the club or whatever. But it didn't work. And my thing was use them, try to build up our bank. But just like they got impatient with them.
yeah.
Yeah, I think another one who's with that Lucky Sino. So just like Weasel was, just like just one of the reasons they were impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
What about Fair Fan Paul? Remember that one?
Yeah, I'd rather not say anything about that because it's just like, uh, well, you know what? Let me go ahead. You know, it's just um,
Nah, man,
that had to do with
you don't
that
feel
had to do with
comfortable.
my that had to do with my wife, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like, but I was already out, but he got they blamed me for his death, and I had nothing to do with that, man. It's just
Yeah.
like that was all a bandit because he was in love with my wife, and I found out that
Karis?
they had a I had found out that they had an affair, right?
Adam
And
Karis?
yeah, Adam Garris. So
Yeah.
I found out they had an affair, and that bandit was in love, and then he didn't like the way he was getting treated by. Uh, uh, um, he didn't like the way uh, Paul was treating Jessica because Jessica was with him. Jessica has a kid from him.
You know Donnie Salazar?
Yeah,
He said, I'm proud of you, brother. I love you.
I love you too.
That's right.
Yeah, that's my little brother.
Good looking out, AZ. Appreciate you, man. He said thanks for coming back, Jerry, and a good interview, boxer. Yeah, man. It's that's right.
And there's more. You know, it's just like I could go step by step every murder because, like I said, I was out there from the beginning until the end. You know, so I have a lot of knowledge of what happened out there, and I got a lot of knowledge of in prison. You know, just like, but I don't want to sit here and tell war stories after war stories after war stories because that's really not what it's about. You know, it's just like it's giving you guys the knowledge and then finding positivity out of it. You know, because it's just like um, I am not a legend. Everybody says I'm a legend, this and that. I don't want to become a legend for the bad I've done. It's for the good I'm doing today. You know, it's just for the people that you know want to do good in their life. You know, because I'm tired of doing bad. We've lived how many years of doing bad. You know, it's time for us to change or open up our eyes, seeing what's positive. You know, it's just like it's not all negative. If they want to know, you know what happened, I'll tell them what happened. You know, I ain't got no qualms about telling them. It's all on paperwork. It's all in the past. You know, it's all a crazy lifestyle. You said we were the most treacherous people. We were. I agree with you 100%. We were the most treacherous people uh, uh, in the indictments so far. You know, because
Yeah.
the last indictment was in the 70s, and then now these indictments were new indictments, and we made a name for ourselves. We wanted to make a big hit, and like you said, the NF has never been uh, feared until we took over that, and I don't think they'll ever be again. You know,
Not like that, no.
not like that, not like the way we had
They'd
it.
have to start dropping bodies, bro. And just with respects to me, Jerry, when I referred to you as a legend, it was kind of like just in the context, bro, of letting these guys know, because people try to say that about me as well, bro, and I don't want to be referred to like that because people know me or what I've done in the past when I was a part of that lifestyle. I'd rather be known for what I try to do after the fact, like you're saying. But when I refer to you like that, it's just because of it's more in the context of just, bro, that you were real deep in the mix, right? A lot
Yeah,
of these guys that come on here, they just throw that out there. Because you write a book or because you claim to have been somewhere or done something doesn't make you legend. Um, you know what I mean? So I know what you're saying, though, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm
It's just
with
like
you on that, man.
anybody could write a book because a lot of people say, "Hey Jerry, have you wrote a book? Have you wrote this? Have you wrote that?" No, I haven't wrote it. You know, because it's just like everybody else is writing books. You know, it's
Yeah,
just like I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. Because for one, I don't want to make a profit off the crime because it's just like it's not
blood
about
money.
that. It's not about making any kind of monetary money
Game.
off the crime
Yeah,
because it's just like it sucks. You know, it sucks because people are dead. You know, people. I used to trip out because, uh, in trials, people hold up kids when they're playing baseball or they're in elementary school and they're gangbangers. They're all tacked down, but they're holding up pictures of playing baseball or whatever, right? And I used to get mad because those aren't the people that I see. Those are gangbangers. You know, they grew up to be gangbangers. They're all tacked down. They're not playing baseball. They're not kids. But it took me a long time to recognize that that's the way their mom sees them. That's the way their mom sees me. My mom sees me as a kid, growing up playing baseball, whatever, right? So that's, in their eyes, that's the way their mom still sees them. You know, they don't want to see that gang member in them. They want to see that little boy that they grew up. You know, and that's what they want to hold on to. Because at a funeral, whenever you ever heard somebody badmouth a guy, you know, this guy's a piece of crap, he was no good. No, everybody says they're good at the funeral, you know, because that's the way they want to portray it, the individual, you know. So it's just like, I used to trip on that because, I don't know, it's just, they leave families behind. We leave families behind. You know, it's just like we leave victims behind. Paul had kids. You know, Chocolate had kids. You know, Sheila has a son. You know, we forget that. We forget that. We just think of one thing. You know, we forget of all the people that come out and find the victim killed on the street. Nobody wants to see that, especially a kid. Yeah. You know, they hear gunshots, they come out and they find a dead body on the streets. No, we don't see that until after we've already done it, and then it all. That's what empathy is. It's just like we start getting empathy and we start seeing, man, I made a victim out of a little kid that came out and seen the dead body. You know, ain't nobody want to see that.
If you're looking at Manuel Robles and Mr. Osito, saludos to both you. Quick question, Boxer, did Chuco really lock it up? I'm not going to touch it on me. I'll just say this. I haven't seen nothing that makes me comfortable enough with saying that he did. All I've heard is a lot of chatter about it, bro. And you know, some of you are familiar with what I went through. I've been a victim of that, and it's not a good thing. You know, I'm not saying that it's wrong. It could be. I don't know. I got resources, but it's not like I reach out to my resources. Hey, as soon as you find out, please, man, get it to me so I can get like groundbreaking, exclusive information. I don't care. When it comes. I'll be the 4th, 5th, 10th, 100th person to put it out. But when I do, it will be definitive. You know what I'm saying? Some people might know something that I don't know. I don't know. But just because I've been through it, and because people said that I was cooperating when I wasn't, and I know how it feels, I'm just not gonna touch it until I can say, you know what, it's true, bro. So hopefully that answers your question. You know, there was something else. Somebody had another question for you.
Yeah, because it's just like a lot of people want to hear the gruesome stuff, you know, and then they hear it and then they're like, damn, you know, you lived a crazy ass life, you know, and I have, you know, it's just like, you know how many stickings we get in prison, you know, and, or we have a part of, you know, especially back in the 80s, you never got time for it. All you did was get a little write up and send you on your way to another prison, you know, and that's the way it was back then. And you know, a lot of people don't know that they didn't have nowhere for me to go as far as being in a wheelchair. So they made certain cells for me, like in the county jail when I sued them. They made a cell for me in special housing. You know, so all these places that have like wheelchair cells that you just come up. Why is that wheelchair cell? It's probably me.
I heard about it when you got sent up. I heard that they were making a cell for you. That they made a cell for you.
Yeah, and that cell was tore up because they pulled me from North Max with all the fellows. They pulled me from there and they put me in special housing. And because I did 5.5 over there in the county jail for this trial. So it's just like I did that, and then they got me in special housing. But when they built that cell, they had the tray slot. That was my window, and I was just like, wait a minute, you ain't even got a TV for me up here. I said, I had a TV over there in North Matt. I was like, that's all I care about is a TV. I could care less about anything else. Just give me a TV, right? I'm going to be here for years. So they finally gave me a TV. It was my own TV. But they had like a little red square in front of my door. And it said, do not walk in this little red square. And then they had a thing, 24-hour lockdown, level 5, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people were just like, damn, this dude, he's Mr. High Power. And I was just kick back, watch TV through a little tray slot.
Yeah, motherfucker just want to watch the boob tube, man.
I just want to watch my sports. That's it. You know, maybe a movie here and there, but that's it. Don't get in my way. Just keep walking. Get out of my way, man. I should knock on the door, man. Get out the way. Don't be watching my TV. You got your own damn TV.
Yeah. Soto Fern, I can't even speak on that. I don't know. Like I said, and he can know something that I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't speak on it. He feels comfortable enough, so obviously, I mean, he can address that. You know what I mean?
What is that?
I don't want to take shots at anybody. I don't want to say that that they're lying. Me myself personally, and I'm just speaking for me. If I put something out there, I got a concrete proof of what I'm talking about. We all make some mistakes, man. But there's no maliciousness about it. But some of the stuff that I've even made some mistakes, man. But it's minor shit. Somebody got stabbed or somebody didn't get stabbed. There's some things I won't touch because just for reasons that I already explained, man. But I don't know. These guys might know something. I can't call it, man.
Oh, about Chuckle?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I'm with Box right there. Just leave that alone because it's just like let him do, his little trial, whatever he's going through, because that's how people get in trouble. And I was speaking on that earlier about, if you put that out there and then it's not true, it affects families. It affects everybody that dealing with this dude, or who's following him also. It affects a lot of people. So it's just like you gotta have solid black and white.
Yes, sir.
Because I remember when I left, everybody still thought I was in there because I was playing right along with it. And in fact, what's his name was my next door neighbor. Well, he was my next door neighbor, and then he hit me up in the attorney room, Leo Cano. He hit me up and he goes, "Hey, bro, you still with us?" I said, "Hell yeah, I'm still with you guys." But I was already gone, But nobody knew that because I stopped talking to Chente because me and Chente used to come out on the same yard. So I was in special housing, and the yard, the sun deck, you could see up to Little Max, and that was a yard at that time. So I would yell at Chente every time I'd come out at the same time he did. So I'd be like, "Hey, Chente," and then I stopped communicating with him, and he already knew what was up, but he was like, they were debating, did I leave? Did I stay? What the hell's going on with me? Blah, 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 because there was no paperwork on me yet. And it was just like we were still going back and forth to court. So it's just
But I'm with you, Josh. Straight up, homie. Gary, did you know Chongo from Vickystown?
No, I knew Spokio, Casper, and Gato, and Puppet. Puppet's the one that got killed. Baca.
Baca?
Yeah. Puppet Baca.
Yeah. Where's this guy at, man? Tell me, Boxer, why is it a lot of inmates don't get acne and have clear faces in prison? I think, honestly, homie, I'm not an expert in that field, bro, but I would think that a lot of it might have to do with just when you're in prison. I think a lot of it's the food is bland. It's not cooked with a lot of grease and oil and this a lot of the shit that people eat out here. Like the food out here is terrible, man. McDonald's, Burger King, fast food, and there is bland. It's and I think a lot of it too is the environment, man. You're locked up. You don't you're not out there in the sun and different acne. There's different reasons why people get acne. Some of it's stress, some of it's there's just a bunch of different shit that triggers it, man. But I think that has a lot to do with it, though, the food.
Exactly. Remember, they used to serve. They didn't serve what they serve now. You know, when I started doing time, they were serving good food, and then when I came back, they put us all on a diet. They said you got a heart-free diet. Like what the hell? All of a sudden, you take care of us. But a lot of people were having heart attacks, and the cholesterol levels and everything like that. So they were spending money on a lot of healthcare. So what they did was they turned it around and they said, okay, you guys are getting nothing but chicken and egg. So they made up chicken, a name for chicken every meal. Chicken teriyaki, chicken cacciatore. We
Chicken
knew it
a la
sucked.
king,
Yeah,
turkey a la king. Yeah,
turkey a la king. All the we knew it sucked. And Friday's fish, just like damn.
yeah.
I look back in them days. I'm like, damn. How could I even go to Chow and eat that crap? You know,
It's one. It could be, but a lot of stuff gets generated from the streets too, and people just like talking, man. People like talking, so come from anywhere. There's propaganda, there's false propaganda, there's rumors, there's gossip, so they come from anywhere. But what you're saying is very possible. Boxer
because
Jerry
put it
Hughes.
yeah, put it this way. It's just like, uh, you could tell me something, right? And I believe you, because you become real all this time. So I believe you, and I go tell somebody else, and then that person goes tell somebody else, and then that person. It's just a chain reaction because I trust you, people trust me on my word, and then bam, the word gets out. Bam, did you hear so and so? Did you hear so and so? And then all of a sudden, it's like right now, it's spread. So
Right.
everybody's asking about it. And it's just like one little slip up or whatever that could, cause a chain reaction. That's why you want to be sure on paperwork. You want to be sure on things because people do get caught up,
Yeah.
and it's just like, don't do that. It's not cool. It's not cool because, like you said, you have to have that schooling behind you because anybody can make up a rumor. Like I told you guys earlier, when I come in here, I try to give you guys the facts. I don't try to sugarcoat. And if you guys find any holes in my story, hit me up on it. Because I'll be more appreciated to talk about it. And this is what I've lived through. It's just like I know for a fact because I was there. I'm not speculating on this. I'm not reading off a transcript. I'm telling you guys firsthand what happened.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just if you have any questions or anything like that, or ask me. I'm right here. I'm just as this is man stuff. Just like I'm not gonna sit behind the curtain and just like ignore you guys' questions.
Yeah. Virus. I bet you it'll let you put in his mouth if you ask him, bro.
Huh?
Now this dude Virus, man, it's probably Tony. Ask him if you can hit it before he puts it up, man. I'm making lies about Tony. All right, man. What are you doing on this channel, bro? You know what I mean? What are you doing there? I'm not even gonna give you no more attention. What's up, Valeria?
Hey, you doing, Valeria?
Oh man. Like Boxer said,
She said dispensa.
let the Vato fight his case, and when it's in black and white, then speak on it.
I saw her come on you guys on your show too.
Yeah, she's a day oneer, bro. She been coming on for a minute, man.
Yeah, she was making that mole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she was
went
making me
AWOL.
hungry. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was making me hungry.
You see him when she came on when her grandma was cooking?
Yeah, I was telling Valeria, you got to cook for me. you got to make me some mole.
You were Boxer No Shorty from Southside San Jose. Which Shorty?
I knew a bunch of shorties. Shorty Mac, he was my boy. Yeah, the 14 right here from Lomas.
Shorty.
Somebody asked me for who's my football team, Steelers.
Steelers? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Steelers. Now the Raiders or Niners. Nope.
What about James Sotelo? Did you know James Sotelo?
Yeah.
There's another one that was part of when I got recruited. He must
Yeah.
have held some position in Quentin because they had to get it okay through him, and the chow hall was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Jerry, what's the oldest hood in San Jose?
Damn.
Is it
Probably
not
Bottomless.
Palmas?
Bottomless.
Palmas?
Horseshoe. Horseshoe's old too. Um,
Oh, okay, Big Lou. I thought I smelled shit.
what happened?
Yeah, I thought it was Palmas, bro. But I know Horseshoe been around for a long time.
Yeah, Horseshoe. Shoot, there's a lot of them that's been around for a while.
EHP.
Yeah, Bottomless. Bottomless been around. Bottomless is big. Yeah,
That's right. Salute.
I used to kick with Bottomless.
Yeah, Salute Mob Entertainment. That's another good channel right there that we support, man.
Mob
Good
Entertainment.
content. Mob Entertainment, yes, sir.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet. I gotta check it out.
Well, here's a good one for you. San Joaquin wants to know, Jerry, you ever heard of Lizard? Achali Hernandez?
Lizard from Hayward?
No, Lizard, that was part of Operation Black Widow.
No. Them dudes I didn't hear nothing about it. They wanted me to testify on that Black Widow case. Nah, I'm good. I didn't know. I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Tell him, man, I ain't made no lifetime career out of this shit, man.
Yeah, Lucky went.
Lucky
did. Yeah, Lucky went and testified on him as an expert.
What's there to gain?
Huh?
What's there to gain from that?
I don't know. He had 100 years to life. You know, it's just like he had 100 years to life, run consecutive. 425 to lives run consecutive.
That's crazy, man.
And I was blessed because the judge took it upon himself to give me 225 life sentences, but running concurrent instead of consecutive. Yeah, and that's why I got out. That's why I got love. Because if not, if I would have ran consecutive, I wouldn't have been out. I wouldn't have went to the board till next year, 2023. So I went in 2008, and then 2011 I got my date. Hey, you know what? The trip is because I've always been level 4, level 3, right? Mm-hmm. My whole life. It's just like I've never been below a level 3. Well, when I got my date, they sent me to a level 2, and I'm sitting there with my property. I don't know what the hell's going on, so I'm sitting there saying, "Hey, Tower, open this back door, Tower," and I'm yelling, and Tower, 15 minutes I'm out there. Finally, somebody comes by and he goes, "Hey, man, there ain't no dude in the tower. This is level 2. Like, oh, damn. I had to adjust my mind to it. It's just like, man, I ain't never been on level 2. Yeah. Yeah, you got to adjust your mind to them little things.
Saho 408, you're talking about, what's his first name? Is it Jacob Guido? Yeah, I've had personal interactions with him. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah. Yeah, just like these little things. I mean, they bring back memories, you know. Because I was talking to my family, right, and they were like I used when I first came on here, I was using a lot of words like hyena and this and that, right. I was getting into it, but that was my old self. You know, my old self. It'll get into it, but I start getting angry. I start getting mad. You know, that thug comes out of me. You know, and that's my old self. You know, it is, and it's hard for me to explain to my family that that's my old self. You know, and it's just like I have. I mean, I'm PTSD. You know, because it affects me. It's a problem because I still have problems in my head because I once I get talking about my old self, I get into it because it was real. It was true. You know, it was a fact, and there was bloodshed. And I'll let you guys know the glory details about it. You know, it's just like I'm not one to just say I hit the dude, you know, and that's it. And then I'll get into the details about, you know, I shot the dude in his chest. I ain't tripping. You know, it's just like, but them little things I get into it, and that's my old self. Like I said, you know, I was a straight killer. I was a straight knucklehead. I was a straight shit starter, you know, and my family don't know that about me. They just know the person I am today because I've lost them relationships. And a lot of people forget that them relationships were uh, uh, damaged, you know, and, you know, a lot of people glorify the game, right? Glorify the organization, everything like that. Okay, Box, me and you know damn well that we say the family, right? And to a certain extent, they are, you know.
Mhm.
But now, answer me this question: would your mom or your brothers or anybody put a hit on you and try to murder you? You know, that's that's the difference between family. We got a corrupt mindset that that's our family, but they're willing to kill us. They're willing to
Yeah.
put a hit on us. They're willing to murder us. Now, my mom wouldn't put a hit on me and say, you know what, you messed up. It's time for you to get killed. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
No.
like,
No, I got you, bro. You know, I say the same thing, Jerry. I've talked about it before, man. You know, when I got pulled in by Mike Eo and Big Smiley into the NF, one of the things that was asked is if I was willing to kill my own flesh and blood, and I understood that, bro, because we've all seen it. Whole families that are entrenched within that lifestyle. You got a little sister, maybe she's facilitating information, or she's a safe house or whatever, and at some point she flips the script and she starts cooperating. I might be the only one that can get to her. Oh, am I gonna kill her? Am I gonna lead them to her? Am I gonna tell her? Am I gonna help her? So some of us get put in that position. I fear what I would have done if I would have been put in that situation back when I first was recruited because I was completely brainwashed, bro.
yeah,
Oh, I believed in that shit wholeheartedly, and I was so caught up in wanting to prove my loyalty that I think I would have went that far, bro. So yeah, we do got a fucked up way of thinking. You know, we developed that somewhere along the line. And you know, the other thing I wanted to say when you were talking about is I clearly understand and respect what you're saying about your family as far as coming on there telling war stories and speaking about the negative stuff. I get it, bro, because since I've had this channel up, I've tried not to make a habit of just telling about my personal war stories. How many people I've stabbed and shot, and the things that I've done out there. It's, you know, if I was really, really trying to get views, I'd just be putting out video after video of those titles. Boxer does it, boxer does that, but you know what I mean? Um, it hasn't even been till recently that I really started talking about some of my dirt when I started doing this Inner Demon series, bro. And I don't like to tell war stories, and I don't like to because it's in a way it's kind of glorifying it, but at the same time, in order for these guys to get the true message, you got to give them the bad with the good and the good with the bad, man. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It's just finding that balance where you're just not just war story after war story. I always try to give something positive whenever I go into something negative, man. You know, and I think that's where a lot of channels miss it. They
Yeah,
just start talking about the negative stuff because oh, I got 35,000 views, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I ran into some actives. You know, I got off with the five Southsiders, or you know, I got stabbed up, or you know, yeah. After a while, man, it's views, and it becomes obvious, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Ain't nobody doing that much killing, that much stabbing.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
you know, especially if you've had a short career, like goddamn, homeboy, you know what I'm saying? There's only 365 days in a year. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
How you doing, Valeria? Yeah, the thing is, it's hard to find, you know, people that've been through this crap, you know,
yeah,
and to sit here and talk about it, you know, it's just like it's hard to find dudes like that, you know, and I know I'm one of a kind, you know. It's just like, um, and so are you, you know. It's just like we're both cut from a different crop, you know. It's just like, and we're the last of the dying breed,
yeah,
and it's just like I don't want to sit here and tell, oh, I did this, I did that, I did that, you know, because there's a lot of homeboys that are on here that have did stuff with me, and they call me and, oh, Jerry, remember we did this, and why don't you bring that up, and why don't you bring this up? And it's just like, I'm not sitting here to glorify and put a pat on my back and say, oh yeah, I did do this, I did do that, I remember that, I remember this. But it's just like, I'm cool, I'm good off that.
Nick Ray, Jerry talked about it. If he wants to address it, he's asking how. I think somebody asked how you got the name Cripple Jerry, and then he's asking how did you get put in a wheelchair?
I don't know how that name Cripple Jerry came up, because there was a Cripple Jerry before me. He got hit in Chino, so I think they thought I was the same dude, right? And it was just my name was getting out there, my name, because all the work I was putting in, so my name was getting pushed in the Pelican Bay. So when I got indicted, that's when that name came up, Cripple Jerry, right? But they used to call me Hot Wheels on the street, and it's just like that's about the homegirl named me Hot Wheels, and everybody went by Wheels, Hot Wheels or Wheels.
That's what I told him.
That's how my name was getting put in messages. Will's taking care of this. Will's taking care of that. So everybody knew Wheels. So it was Hot Wheels or Wheels. So that's where the Carnetas started recognizing me in the Bay. They started saying, "Okay, who's this dude Wheels?" Because they didn't hear about me, because everybody was, I mean, in prison. There a lot of bros were stabbing people, and your name wasn't getting put out there just for a sticking, because it was happening in every prison there was, 3 or 4 times a day. So when you start putting stuff out in the street and then start sending packages, start sending them money, start sending this and that, it's just like, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. Yeah, Farmetto, that's true, homie. Most definitely. But not all circles have the same goals or info. I'm not defending the dude. Don't know him. It's more about fact.
The reason I got put in a wheelchair is I got in a car accident when I was 16. And I mentioned it on the first interview was the homeboy had his 63 stolen. And the dude that stole it didn't know how to steal a car or whatever. We stole back the stuff and he was driving. And me and the homeboy he was in the front passenger seat and I was in the back seat. I mean, the back of the truck. And there was all kinds of hydraulics, batteries, everything in the spokes in the back of that truck. So homeboy knew he was going to get his fade on, whatever. So he jumped out of the truck and took off running. And we hit the tree. And I flew out, and, that's how I became paralyzed. And I'm not completely paralyzed, because it's just like, I know I put that out there, half my body's dead and half it's not. I'm not completely paralyzed. I got a lot of feeling in my legs, and they hurt like crazy during the night.
When you scare me,
I got to deal with that. It's just like, because I'm in pain on a daily basis. And I've been in pain for 40 some years. What happened in 1982, 83, somewhere around there. But almost damn near 40 years I've been in a wheelchair, and it's just like I get in a lot of pain, a lot of little medical issues I run into, but I'm still surviving. I'm still strong. It's just like a lot of people wouldn't want to live my life. Couldn't live my life, because it makes me mentally strong and tough.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. Especially when you've walked before and then having had to go through something like that, man.
Yeah. I think Valeria had a question about what's the worst prison I've been in, as far as COs. I think the worst prison I've been in, as far as correctional officers, were Corcoran, because Corcoran used to set everybody up, to fight, and it's just like Corcoran was dirty. Them guards were dirty as hell.
Yeah, I hate Corcoran, bro.
Yeah, them guards were. I remember my dad passed away. I remember the guard just came by my cell and said, "Hey, your dad passed away. He's dead." I'm like, "What the hell?" I started pounding on that door. You better tell me something. I didn't know what the hell to expect, and that's the way they just got at you.
Does Jerry think if he was in a wheelchair, would he have still strived to be in the NF? If so, would he have been more determined to put in more work since he strives more cause he was in a wheelchair? Since he strives more because he was in a wheelchair. Did you
Um,
understand that?
strive more to be in a wheelchair. I think I had to put a little bit more work in as far as proving myself, as far as proving my heart. I still had the same belief because I still had the same mind. The same mind is I don't know if it's more of a mental thing as far as I was more mad at the world. I was more angry, so I lashed out on everybody. I didn't because I kept on uh, uh, um, having that sound mind. I wasn't angry at these individuals that I was hurting. It was just a thing to do, and I think what makes me angry is when somebody tries to help me out. Because on my wheelchair, I don't have no handles where people can push me. Because I don't like that. I can push my damn self. And a lot of things is, uh, I have to learn to deal with that because people are just trying to help me. It's just like, but I have that. That's one of my triggers. Or people
Yes.
trying to feel sorry for me. That's another trigger.
Yeah.
And it's just like a lot of people, unless you're in a wheelchair, you wouldn't even know what the hell to think. I don't think a lot of people could hang being in a wheelchair. I had a lot of homeboys that were in wheelchairs and they died, because they didn't take care of themselves.
Did Here's one. Where'd it go? Did Jerry ever meet Nick Mata, NF from Gilroy, who moved to Fresno in the '90s?
No, no. Hey, did you know Mousy from Morgan Hill?
Yeah, little Mousy. He
Nirma?
Hey, he looks to me. He always reminded me of Mike Eel.
Yeah,
MC,
he does.
he looks just like him, bro.
He
You know what I'm
does. Now
saying?
that you mention that.
That's right. Soundhole 408. Say it with some motherfucking enthusiasm. Yeah, man. Where'd you run into him at?
Oh, I used to kick with Mousy all the time. He used to live
Yeah,
right there. He used to live right there on Snow Drive.
that's a good little homie right there.
Yeah,
Salute,
he
man.
is.
Thank you, my
Yeah, he is.
brother.
Me and him used to kick it all the time. It's just like uh, I was barely 21, 22. Because you got to figure a lot of this stuff happened when I was young.
Yeah,
It's just like I was 18, got out when I was 21, 21 and a half, and then the next 4 years was all stinking chaos.
yeah,
It was all chaos. 25. In fact, you know how separated from you are from the world, right? This is I was tripping on this the other day. Is when Tupac died. I saw it on the news, and I was just like, "Who in the hell is Tupac?" Because
yeah,
you're back there and you're separated from the world. You don't know what the hell's going on in the world as far as music or anything like that. Last time I heard was NWA. So it's just like when they come out with Tupac, I'm like, who the hell's Tupac? I don't know no damn Tupac, right? Well, I started listening to his music after he's dead, and I was like, oh, okay, that's
my last
Valeria
word.
says she's gonna serve me a plate of
You know
mole.
what? Serve you
Serve
some
me a
more.
plate of mole, yeah. Thank you,
Oh
Valeria.
shit! I heard you say that you would take your chair when you were in your cell. You would get it as soon as you were getting ready to leave the yard.
What
I
happened?
heard you say that they will take your chair when you were in your cell. Would you get it as soon as you were getting ready to leave to yard?
No, what they did was they got me two wheelchairs. They sent my wheelchair home. And what they did was they got me two wheelchairs, and that was part of the lawsuit. So the chairs they didn't have no removable parts, and they would have me transfer to one chair, go into the yard, and then when I came back, they would search that chair and then switch out the chairs on me all the time. So it's just like, and they would check the chairs every time I went out there. But it's just like their accusations are true as far as me making weapons out of it, because there's a lot of weapons that could be made out of this wheelchair. Before you know it, I didn't have a brake.
No spokes.
I only had 2 spokes and 1 wheel. It's just like,
Yeah, man.
yeah, I had a zip gun made out of this post-it right here. It's just like all these things, and my family got my chair, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, man, that's
It was all
crazy,
shot out.
bro. I be doing the same thing though, man. Good looking out, Farmetto. How many other C's were in a wheelchair besides you?
I only know one bro, Barney Torres Roach. I knew an AB, Nick Nickerson. I don't know if you know his brother. You know Murray Lodge? Remember Murray Lodge? He was in the county jail for a while. They were always jumping on blacks. Good night, Valeria. Yeah, they were always jumping on back.
Why you keep coming on this channel, man, running your mouth, man? Don't nobody care about you, man. Kick rocks, bro.
Who's up?
This cat, stop with all the lies, boxer. I pay all the people I interview. Stop with the lies. Before it might be Tony or it might be one of his fans. Man, nobody cares about you, bro. You're irrelevant, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop with all the lies. Okay. If it's a lie, why did I get a lie?
We trying to do some grown-up stuff over here, man. You know what I mean?
Man,
go cry a river somewhere else, bro.
Yeah, this is man talk. It's just like if there was lies, what did I serve a damn life sentence for?
Yeah, why are you still talking about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was lies. Damn. I served a life sentence for nothing. Yeah. I wish it was lies. I wish my whole stinking life was a lie. But you got to figure it's just like that whole chunk of your life is gone. You can't bring it back. You know, and I was talking to my sister the other day, and she has kids, right? And all the kids she used to bring the kid every time he was born. And I was talking to her the other day, and she was telling me, "Dang, Jerry, the kids grew up with you in prison." And I go, "I know." She goes, "And they don't even know why. They just visited you." And I used to just put them on my lap and just cruise around the visiting room, like doing laps in circles with them on my lap. Yeah, it's just like now they're sticking graduating from high school and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn.
I grew up in Alviso projects, and there was a guy that got his leg chopped up from a train accident, and that guy was a tough, mean kid. We also had a mute homie who couldn't talk, but a homie a mute.
There's a dude named Sleepy from Hollister. He was blind. You remember him?
Sleepy from Hollister?
Yeah, he was in prison for a bank robbery.
How the hell did you do that, man?
He gave the teller a note saying this is a stick up. What the hell? Somebody wrote him a note. I guess his brother or something. He went inside a bank and tried to stick it up. He's like, this dude had bank. He just wanted to get busted because he couldn't live life like that out in the street. But he had bank from they shot him in Cuidamas. The tower did and blinded him. But he had millions of dollars, but he just wanted to do life in prison.
Yeah. So after doing life, how hard was it to reacclimate to regular life? How long before you stopped holding people to certain standards that people locked up live by?
Dang, I still hold that. I still have a certain belief system. You know, I still go on, you know, I still have a judgmental attitude where I can tell who's who quick.
Yeah.
You know, by the way you talk, by the way you act. You know, you can say all this, but I just like, yeah, whatever. Okay. It's just like that. It's just, it doesn't fit the way you act, fit the way you, you know, the two don't go hand in hand together. You know, so it's just like, them little things, I have a judgmental attitude and I really got to get rid of it. But it took me time to get adjusted to the free world because I still think when you get out, time freezes. So you expect everybody else to freeze also. So when I got out, everybody looked old as hell. I was like, what the hell happened? Because everybody's all gray, they're fat, they're out of shape. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? You know, it's just like, I go in there for a minute and you guys just got old on me. But I forget I got old. You know, I forget I got old, but I still think I'm young. You know, and all them years just stood still for me. And I've talked to a lot of lifers, and they're the same way, you know, because all these lifers have gotten out. You know, a lot of people, a lot of dropouts have gotten out. you know, and it's just like, and I'm glad because they're filling the street. A lot of them have jobs. They're making 30 something, 40 something dollars an hour. You know, they're
Mm-hmm.
doing really good for themselves, and
Yeah.
it's just like that's what a success story is. That's what a legend is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
doing something positive. You've done a life sentence. You've lived that life. You know, and you've gotten through it, and
Yeah.
now you're out in the streets living life. You know, and you know, like I said, it's hard to get rid of that murder inside my head. The murders inside my head, right? But you know, you have to move on in life, and don't allow yourself to get disgruntled or anything like that, because you have to adapt to society, or else you'll get washed up and get put back in prison. You
Yeah.
know, and it's just like prison is not for nobody. It's a dead issue. It's just like I've done a lot of time in prison. It's not cool. It's not, because people forget about you. You know, you say you got homeboys and this and that. All you are is a oh, remember homeboy Jerry? Remember homeboy got off? Remember homeboy was crazy? Remember homeboy was this? All you become is a memory. You know, you don't become nothing else. You know, it's just like, and you're over there trying to get like skip menudo. You're trying to get a bowl of menudo.
You heard
You know,
that? You heard that call?
yeah.
That's
and,
crazy, man. Did
and
you hear
it's just like,
how appreciative he was?
yeah, and I can relate because I was the same way. Every time I
Yeah,
got a bowl
man.
of manure, when I used to do portraits for the cops, I used to make $50 a stinking day, like lighters, packs of bugler, you
Yeah.
know, and I used to make bank in there, just drawing portraits for cops, you know, and it's just like I had a good old hustle, so it's just them little things. They used to bring me menudo. I used to be all happy, you know, and everybody that was on that yard with me knew I was rolling, and I did the legit way, just selling portraits. I mean, I had lighters and tobacco and stuff like that, but you know, if I had it, the homeboys had it. You know, even though we were SNY, you still
Yeah.
build that little uh, 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 camaraderie, because you guys are both, you guys have been through that lifestyle together. You guys, you
Definitely.
know, have been a carnal or bro or whatever. You guys are out of it, but you still have that, you know, come on, homeboy, you know, I'm making a spread or whatever. Because I used to be a bomb on making burritos, and it's just like I had the best burritos on the yard. I used to make like 40 or 50 of them and just pass them out to homies. You know, it's just like
Damn, well.
I had a connection in the kitchen, and they used to give me like 5 pounds of cheese for like $15. And oh
Wow.
man, that was straight come up roast beef, cheese, onions, everything. Put them in tortilla, put the stinger in the bucket, and then let them steam all day in the plastic bags, and then come out, bring them out, and they're like stinking enchiladas.
And this, I would imagine you probably could and do, but this guy wants to know if you can sling ink.
Yeah, I've tried it out here a couple of times, but it's just like I don't know. I think my artwork's a hell of a lot better because it's just sometimes I won't say. Sometimes I've tattooed on my mom a lot of times. My
Yeah,
mom has the most tattoos, yeah. But my
that's
mom could take it though. My mom sits there. I remember she was getting a tattoo on her foot, and she was just talking away. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, what the hell?
man.
That
That
don't
shit
hurt.
hurts too.
Yeah, she goes, no, it don't hurt. I'm like, damn, she's a hog. I'm telling you,
Hey,
my mom's a gangster.
but then again, man, women say all the time that men are big old sissies, man, because they say that most of us couldn't handle childbirth, man.
Oh,
That's
well,
a pain of a different on a different scale, you know.
I forgot who you had on here. Talking about kidney stones.
It's probably I'm gonna guess it's Sandman. The boy got kidney stones, liver
No, somebody
stones,
else. It
stomach
wasn't him.
stone. No,
It wasn't him. Maybe it was. I don't know. Somebody was talking
yeah,
about kidney stones.
he the
And
only one
kidney,
talking about that kind of stuff, man.
yeah, kidney stones are the worst thing ever. You know, I had them in Corcoran when I first got there,
I
and it's just
heard.
like, man, it feels like razors are coming out. You know,
Yeah,
when you're and you have to piss inside this little screen. That sucker hurts, and they're saying that that's equivalent to childbirth. I was like, damn, whew,
yeah, I heard they're painful as hell, man. But I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
hell no, you don't want to see
You
him,
know,
bro. I got a
nah.
kidney taken out because of that. You know,
Oh no shit.
I got a kidney took it out in Mill Creek, just like Yeah. I have my medical issues, and I don't sit here and cry about it. I'm sitting
Mhm.
here, still standing strong. I mean, sitting strong,
That's
but
right.
I'm
Right.
still here, bro. It's just like I'm still pushing forward. And that's all you have to do is push forward. Don't trip on your medical issues that much because you'll end up going downhill.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Lodi 209. You have a good night, my boy, man.
Because
We appreciate you, man.
yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah,
And
because I've had that Hep C like you had, and I'm glad I took care of it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I took care of it. And, you need to take care of $2 if we want to see you around.
No, I know, man. I know. Trust me, I do.
Yeah,
Hey, whenever you get tired, you're quarterbacking on me. So whenever
yeah, another 20 minutes. Yeah,
okay.
another 12, 10.
Yep,
What
yes,
was I going
sir.
to tell you? What was I going to tell you? How many people did we have on here?
Right
I
now
can
there's 361. If that is you, Tony, don't nobody care, bro. Your boy came on there and said that he said it himself. So I don't care, man. Go away, bro. Go away or whoever you are that's speaking for him. Nobody cares, man. Damn.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He's just like, come on, man, get a life.
Jerry.
It's Friday
Yeah,
night. Go out with your hockey mask.
yeah, man, for real, bro.
Yeah, it's just like,
Jerry,
come on, man.
yeah, that dude's he's a coward, bro. Jerry, when you went to S&Y, did you get along with Rasa from down south?
Yeah, because that's when I first ran into Two Fibers when I went to Mule Creek. But uh, a lot of people don't know that SNY wasn't even built back then because I had to sign a waiver from the PHU to go to the main line. So what I did was I signed that waiver, and the main line was 50-50 back then. It was a 50-50 yard. There was no SNY. SNY didn't come in until 2002. That's when everybody started getting chronos. So when I went on there, in fact, some dude got stabbed the first week I was there. We were strolling around the park, strolling around the yard, and I seen it. I seen it.
Yeah.
It was a dude from down south. He was walking, and I seen a dude coming straight towards him, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And I told the dude that was with me, I said, "There's gonna be a hit right now." He goes, "Man, you're tripping." He goes, "You think about the old days?" I said, "No." I go, "There's gonna be a hit right now." I go,
You read
"Let's kick."
yards,
I go,
man.
"Let's kick back for a minute." He goes, "Nah." He goes, "Hey." He goes, "Man, this ain't a yard like that." And I'm like, "Man, kick back, bro. Seriously, kick back." I seen it. So the dude got sliced. He got sliced from ear to ear, and then he ran towards the tower. And I said, "See, there he goes running towards the tower." He goes, "Man, you're imagining things." And all of a sudden they said, "Yard down, yard down." I was like, "Oh, I'm imagining things, huh?" At 2 o'clock in the morning when they're still stripping this out, I'm still imagining things, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Only when you've done time for you've done time for a while, you can look at a yard and you can read it.
Yeah,
You can see things, man. Some people it takes them a while to develop.
yeah, you
Uh,
can see the Pagala coming. So it's
yeah,
just like, especially if you know tension on the yard, there's tension everywhere. It's just, In fact, let me answer that another question about that. It was hard for me to adapt to anything when I came out of the PHU. I still thought I was still that gangster, this and that. And when I came out, it was the first night I had the day room, and there was all kinds of homeboys from the north and down south. And there was this one Crip. He just thought he was tough, And the Lakers and the Kings were playing on the tube, right? So we're watching it, and I don't root for neither team, So I'm sitting there watching it, and it was a finals, and no, it was a Western Conference Finals. So I'm sitting there watching it, and then these dudes from Sacramento, they're like, yeah, they're cheering, and I'm not going for either one of them. I don't like them both. So anyway, this dude from down south, he started picking on this little dude. His name's from Manny from Sac, right? He started picking on him, and I was just like, man, this is a little dude, man. Why is this dude picking on him, right? So I'm like, you know what? fuck you and fuck the Lakers, right? And the dude said, what? And I said, you heard what I said? And he goes, man, you in a wheelchair, what you gonna do? And I went, shoo, that's all I need is take off, right? And I took off towards him, and the homeboy grabbed my chair because he knew I was known to take off. He grew up with me. So he grabbed my chair, and he's like, Jerry, just kick back, bro, kick back. And I'm like, fuck this dude. Like, this dude's gonna know what I'm about. And then it's just like, and then all of a sudden, the homeboys started coming, and then I seen a couple of dudes, you know, they were scared. They started going to the other side, right? And there a bunch of Africanos were piling up, right? And I knew this one dude from Salazar, Africano, he pulled me over and he's like, Jay, we don't want to start nothing with you guys. You know, we know the outcome. We don't want to start nothing. And then the tower was there. They had extra cops there, everything. And the squad was on me after that. They were on me. They wouldn't let me go.
Hey, I don't mean to keep addressing this dude, but just again, man, hey, one last time, man, and I'm not gonna say nothing else to you, but everybody sees, bro. This is the type of shit. This is what Tony does, man. The dude texts me 1,000 times. He's worse than a bitch, man. You know what I mean? You're acting like a real fucking bitch right now, bro. Quit dropping your comments like you did my phone. You blew me up 1,000 times, man. God damn, bro. Look at you. You're acting like a hyena right now, man.
Yeah.
No.
Just tell me to show up. Show up for that.
Yeah, just show up to your event, man. Show up to your event.
Show up to the event.
You got too much free time over there, boy.
Oh yeah, it's Friday night. Go out with your homies.
Man, Boxer's like a
go get a hyena. Go pay for one.
He's like a scorned hyena, man.
Yeah, go pay for a hyena, bro. Serious. Or a vato, whoever you're into.
Hey, good looking out on Tony Hernandez. Appreciate that super chat, my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, this yeah, whenever you guys got questions or anything, because you know, it's just like I like this positive vibe, bro. It's just like I like kicking with you, Boxer, because you know me and you are the same, you know, level-headedness, everything like that. And you know, you talked about podcasts and everything. You know, it's cool with me, you know, because as long as it's sending positivity out, and you don't got people like this dude blowing up the channel or whatever, you know, it's just like we can get our message across, you know, because I know a lot of things, you know, we can go over issues, whatever. You can run questions by me, or they can run questions by both of us, you know, what we think of it, you know, because I know we can build a positive vibe.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. It's like I told you earlier, man. It's an honor, bro, and you know what I mean. Yeah, it goes beyond the YouTube shit, man. Somebody was asking earlier if we were gonna link up. Most definitely, you know what I'm saying. But the you know, the positivity and the podcast thing, yeah, man. I'm all for it. I've been about positivity. That's what I'm pushing. And I still think there's a lot of positive things that we could get into. And at some point, I know you had expressed, you know, that you were open to it at some point, even to get Josh in here to be part of the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good dude. He's sharp. And you know, up until, like I had said, I don't know if I said it with you or I said it on another live myself, but up until you popped up, he's like the only one I've been able to have like an intellectual conversation like that with. That he wasn't part of the familia, but he was on the outside looking in, and he paid attention. He schooled well, and we've just been able to vibe like that, man. And he's a sharp dude, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah. I peeped him out. And he's level-headed, and I respect that thing he put out, a little thing he put out for me last night. You know, I respect that because that's the kind of mentality I had. You know, that's a mentality I do have. You know, it's just as far as me being in a wheelchair and this and that. And he broke it down pretty proper, proper. You know, and it's just like he's on another level. You know, where I could speak to him, and he's a good dude. He looks like a good dude, man. You know, definitely. I seen that he was he sat there and saying that he wants to talk like mental health and recovery, with me. And I could break down recovery because we all have, uh, a lot of people are addicted to alcohol and drugs. We're
Yeah,
addicted to a lifestyle. Before alcohol and drugs were ever part of the equation, the lifestyle was always there. We were
right.
addicted to that lifestyle. I remember telling the homeboys that I wanted to get locked up just to get buff, you know. And it's just like I laughed about it afterwards after I was locked up, and I never even pushed a dime up. Never even pushed any weights in there because I was
Yeah,
too busy. I was too busy getting knowledge from the homeboys. But it's just like, but I remember saying that I wanted to get locked up and just get buff, and they started laughing at me like, "What the hell?" But it's just like them little things. We're addicted to criminality. We're addicted
right,
to a certain sense of uh, um, uh, but whatever triggers that um, triggers our emotions. It's a desire emotional rush. It's I did desire emotional rush. That's a cycle of addiction. So it could be stabbing somebody. It could be dealing with somebody. It's like water dripping, right? It can't get out of our head. For some
right.
reason, something will not get it. Like this dude Tony, he can't get out of our head because he's a nuisance, And it's like water dripping, and you keep on, and then it'll fuel that somewhere where you don't want to go, take
Yeah,
his head off, whatever. It'll fuel that, and
yeah,
it's just like them kind of beliefs. We're warped. We're warped with them kind of beliefs.
yeah, man. He's got just to cap off on Josh. He's got a lot of good topics he likes to get into too. That the employment, trying to get college, taking college courses and things like that. Somebody reached out to me, and I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not, but he reached out, and it was just about giving me validation that that the channel, he appreciates the channel and the positivity, and that he's living out there in Southern California, and he's working now. He's got a family. He's out of that lifestyle. Got everything, all the tattoos taken off. But his whole purpose for wanting to reach out is to just, he wants people to know, me to put his message out there that guys like us that either been through the hood, we're out there banging, or those of us that been to prison, we can get a job, and there's positive things for us to get into out there. There's success stories, and he just wants to shoot some success stories, and for me to air them out. And I'm always open to do stuff like that, man. I encourage
Exactly.
these
Like,
guys, to
and
put their stories out there. Everybody got positive messages, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's just like I I've always thought about helping homeboys out with resumes, helping homeboys out with, like mock interviews and stuff like that. It's just like that's important to people, because
Yeah,
that's the way we used to school people in prison to make them smarter for the negative. Why not make them smarter for the positive?
right, right.
It's just like because there's a lot of jobs out there, but just people just don't want to do them.
It's a
Working at
cop out,
Starbucks,
man.
working at this, working at that.
It's
It's
a
just
cop
like,
out.
yeah, it's a cop out. It is.
Some of
It's
these
just like,
dudes say that because they've been to prison, or they got tattoos on their faces, or because they got mental issues, PTSD, schizophrenia, whatever it is, man. A lot of it's not wanting to work. Hey, who cares what it is, man? If you got to work in Walmart, start out, you got to start somewhere. A lot of us don't have job skills, so we're behind in the game. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
um, you got to
and that
take what you can get out there. Working at Walmart, flipping burgers at McDonald's, whatever it is, man. You know what I mean?
and that's where I got my first job. Was working at Walmart, and
Yeah,
then I was doing two jobs. I was working at Walmart and then Levi Stadium. When it first opened. So I was
yeah,
working both places, and me, I have a green light on me. So it's just like
yeah.
I went over there. It's a job, and I'm not gonna let that be a cop out. It's just
Right.
like I had to work, and to support myself. So I was doing it, and I'm in a wheelchair. So what makes you think you guys have an excuse for It's just like I'm tacked down. I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
You know, it's just that's no excuse, brother.
exactly, bro. Exactly.
I think I started at what $8 an hour, but I looked at what I was making in prison. I had the highest pay number, 56 cents an hour.
56 cents.
Yeah, I had one of the highest pay numbers.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was I was arts and corrections. Yeah, arts and corrections. I was a lead man. I used to airbrush these cards every Christmas. Man, I used to make bank. I
Yeah,
used to charge $1 jar of coffee a card. You know, I had all kinds of jars of coffee.
you
I used to
got a
make
lot. Who
20
said?
cards a day, 20 cards a day, and that's a hustle. You know, yeah. Another 5 more minutes. I'm out.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Real talk. That does take some balls. It does take some balls though to be Jerry and get a holly at Levi's. Yeah, man, most definitely.
yeah. Ain't nobody said I never had balls. yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
it's just like
Unlike some of us on there crying, man.
yeah, it's like I was about that business. I said, you know, if I could be about that business active, I still ain't a coward. They can't take that away from me.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
There's
you can't.
people out there willing to help teach basics, simple finance, any credit, etc. Yeah, most definitely. Get you a good
Exactly.
female, get you a good woman, man. You know, shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Shout
56
out to
an hour.
56 cents an hour. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was the highest pay number because, well, instead of PIA was they were making bank in there. I think they
Hey,
were
thank
making
you. Let's
dollar.
not finding screens. Yeah.
Yeah, they were making $1 an hour. So it's just like whoever, but they work you like dogs over there.
Look at that. Look at this guy, man. 50. I'm 53 years old and work 2 jobs, Monday through Friday. We got to do it, Raza, while we can. Hey, respects to you, man.
Respect, bro. Respect.
People don't understand, man. When you hit 40, the aches and pains start. So I got nothing but respect for you, man. 2 jobs, yeah, you doing it, bro.
Yeah.
That's a real gangster, like you said, Jerry. That's a legend, a real gangster.
Yeah.
I've
Exactly.
said it before. Somebody that can come out here in the real world and get a good job or be the president of an organization like Google or something like that, man. A self-made millionaire entrepreneurs, man. Professional athletes. These guys that can fly around the world wherever they want to go, drop 100 grand like it's nothing. Those are the gangsters.
Yeah.
Those are the legends, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I don't want to be remembered as a shot caller in an old stinky prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
Up, man.
Exactly. You want to be remembered for what you're doing today. You know,
Yeah.
because it's just like I remember kids used to come right on a tour, and it was like a kind of a scared straight program.
Yeah,
So
that's right, Jamie.
I used to have the cleanest cell because I used to shine my sink, you know, with the sandpaper, right, sandpaper.
Make
So
it
my
shiny
sheet,
like a mirror.
yeah, it looked like a mirror. So everybody used to come by my cell, and then all these kids, and they were like, "Dang, that's a nice cell you got." And I'm like, "Are you serious? So man, I should be in the house right now." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You guys are saying I haven't." That's how warped you guys' beliefs are. I'm like, "You guys are impressed with my cell. You guys should be impressed with the house, with a backyard and a pool. And you guys should be impressed with that stuff instead of dang cell. Come on, man." Just like
Yeah.
this is no way to live. This is no way to live your life, you know, because you got to train yourself to live out of a box. Because everywhere you transfer, that's all you're getting is a box. So you got to train your mind. Okay, I might have this, but it's going to be gone if I get transferred.
Yeah.
So I got to live out that box. You know how much stuff I gave away when I moved to Pleasant Valley from Mule Creek? I gave a lot of stuff away.
I
Wow.
bet, man.
It's just like,
I bet.
but I appreciate everybody for the nice compliments. You know, the cool compliments. You know, it's just like I'll be back here on the regular with Box. You know, I just let them know I got prior commitments. I got to take care of it. But you know, thank you guys, man. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you guys being on here and you know just kicking it, showing you love. You know, so whenever you guys have any questions or anything like that, hit a box or whatever and write them down. And I really do appreciate that, man. Whatever we could do positive together.
That's right. 100%, man. You guys heard him. He'll be on there, man, on the regular, man. So we're gonna keep doing our thing, man, and keep it going, keep it pushing, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the support, all you guys, man. I think some of you guys get it, man. That this is there's a wealth of knowledge right here. You know what I'm saying? We're not spreading poison. You know what I mean? We're spreading knowledge, man. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're active. You're not active. Put all that aside. Just listen to what the message, man. Listen to what we're talking about.
Yeah,
a lot of positivity, man.
Yeah,
yeah, you're a blessing. You're a blessing, homie. Like
thank you, Josh.
Like Josh said, man.
Yeah, thank you, Box. I appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you, brother, man.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch, bro.
I'll tap in with you mañana, bro. You have a good night. And,
okay, bro.
All you guys, man. You guys know it. Well, no, man. We got there's like 500 of you up in there, man. So I'm gonna say buenas noches, good night. I appreciate all of you. You know what I mean, for the support.
For real.
We'll be back. I'll let Jerry quarterback this, man. Whatever. Good night, Tony.
Yeah, good night, Tony.
I wish you the best, bro.
Yeah.
I know you're miserable, man, but good night to you, man. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
Never wear your hockey mask.
Hey, you don't want it. It smells, man.
Oh yeah.
I'll let him. He's gonna quarterback. You know what I mean? I know he's got, like he said, he's got other prior obligations out there. So whenever he's available, whenever he's free, I'll announce it in the community to let you guys know, give you guys a heads up, man.
Yeah, next time we'll try to get Josh on or something.
Yeah, most definitely. You heard it, Josh. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, bro. All right, man. You guys have a good night. Stay safe.
You guys have a good night.
We'll be back probably tomorrow night or Sunday at the latest to do the raffle. Remember, we're giving out gas cards. We're raffling off gas cards, books, the Jordans. So we're gonna do that this weekend, man. So if not, we don't come back tomorrow. We'll be back Sunday. You guys have a good night, man.
Have a good night.
Stay safe. All right, big dog.
All right, bro. Okay, late.